Banyo, I want to blame my overblue. Wow, what to my channel, do I go? Banyo, I know I want to blame mobile. Well, I want my to my head, no, I do. To my wood, 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 you.
Okay, that's it right there. You know that the TV show right there. When you see that song, then you know the show will be bringing a lot of information outside to the world, and all kind of dinner will be talked about. So that's why you see me playing that song for. and share the show here tonight. We got a very important man here tonight to educate us, give us some information. And it's not, this is not something about, holding somebody or this or whatever you're thinking about it. This is a information show. We will read things tonight. We will ask questions, and the young counselor will give us information, like give us a lot of clarity on some things that we don't know about. So I'm going to bring him on here, and he's going to introduce himself. He's going to tell us the reason he's here tonight, which of course I already told you. And then we're going to have a 1 hour interaction with the counselor. After, no, we will do a 30 minutes. Then from there, we'll open the line for 30 minutes. Then after that, we will take questions. I don't think the counselor will shy away from taking questions from people tonight. So that's how we're going to do it tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We're trying to get the facts out here tonight, get the real facts out here. Nobody is doing something. I'm trying to get to Mr. Fred Taruguyan and Jeremiah Shaw to bring them on the show. This is an open microphone. The microphone for all Grandians. No matter how people say Prince Byers, he did that, he did, but that's the fact. The reality here, I reached out to Mr. Jeremiah Shaw, and I'm trying to get to Mr. Fred Taruguyan, and I will call him, probably call him today, or I will call him tomorrow, and then we're going to have a sit down and a sit in, and then we're going to have a discussion. Once Nigeria and the community is moving forward and everything is peaceful, we are okay. We just want clarity on issues. So, ladies and gentlemen, there is no time to waste here, but they bring on the counselor here. And bring it on here. Okay. Counselor, how you doing? You can hear me?
Yes, I can hear you okay. How are you?
You're listening to the music?
Yeah, I didn't know what it mean, but I'm listening
What
to
you
it.
mean? You know what I mean. Crown man, then they bring crown music and you say, you know what I mean. They don't blind reggae music or crown music.
I'll ask my pa what it
Oh,
mean
you
and
hire
stuff.
Bobby.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bobby, what did you do dinner? How you doing? How everything?
I'm well. I'm well, can't complain at all. Life is good. Everybody's healthy, so
So let me give you a chance to actually introduce yourself to my audience and tell us what you do in the community and what you do for Grand Jide Association.
okay, so my name is Isaac Tom Monah. I'm an attorney at law. I'm based out of Cleveland, Ohio. So I do a lot of complex litigation. So personal injury cases, police shooting cases. I own my own law firm as well. With a couple of paralegals. This is my second year doing that now. Before that, I was working for another law firm. Before that, I was a partner of. Been practicing law since 2019. And as of a couple of years ago, I've offered my services to be the Grand Jita in-house counselor. Even though I don't know if they know what that means or how to use it, but so that's what I've been doing for the organization since I came on board. So when they have questions, interpretation questions, when they have issues, then they contact me and I try to get them my 2 cents for free. Um, yeah, so that's what I've been doing. If I don't know if I answer your questions, if that's sufficient. And I understand there is a controversy. I did speak with the other lawyer as well. Went through all the paperwork. And so, we're just here to clear out what's going on, try to make sure the community stays together, no matter what. So that's why I'm here this evening.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And you're based out of Cleveland, Ohio.
Yes.
Good, 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 good. So again, we're not going to mince around here, but we're going to go straight to the topic tonight because we got an hour here, and then we're not going to stay too long here tonight. But if the show get tough and your people ask you to stay that much, I hope you accept, and we can stay more than an hour here. So, ladies and gentlemen, those of you who are watching the show, please share the show to others or platform, other people who are not here. Tag them so they can come out here and listen to the counselor. The young counselor is one of ours. He's one of our own sons, and he's here to give us clarity. Just to straighten up some things that had happened, some issues, legal issues, words that I used in the letter from the court in Delaware County or Delaware area, and that we don't understand. So we call him tonight to give us some information, clarify some stuff here. Counselor, I think you heard about it, the ruling from the case, Jeremiah Shah and Fred Tarugoyan versus Grand Jury Association. The case started in 2016, 2017, back in when Bull Unit was the 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 chairman of the board. Some issue went on, and Mr. Graham was impeached, and then he ran to court, and then GGAA counter sued him, and the case been in there for a very long time. Did you see? Did you at any point or did you see the ruling from the court?
Yeah. So I was consulted about the ruling yesterday. So then, based on the ruling, I contacted the attorney, the organization's attorney, on the matter this morning, and then we had an extensive conversation on exactly what that meant, what happened in the court, what the next steps will be, and things like that.
So
And so, not to cut you off, but in the legal atmosphere, there's something called confidentiality. So usually, when a case is filed, you can file an answer, or you can do a counterclaim, right? Or you can do both. So once you do that, you guys go to what's called discovery. That's where you guys get all the facts from to say, okay, I made these allegations. What are the facts? So then a case can either after discovery be resolved on the merits. So they say, okay, I said A, you said B, let's go to court in front of a jury and a judge so they can decide if it's either A or B. That's called adjudication on the merits. Then there's something called a settlement. So 98% of the cases in America, civil cases in America, tend to settle. So there's a 2% chance of trials. So settlement just means, the organization look at the money it will cost them to either defend the case or pursue the case, the resources it will take them, and how much the person suing them want, right? It's a business decision. And then they can decide, you know what, I don't want to go through this headache. I'm not going to admit guilt. I'm not going to admit fault, but in that money you want, here is money, and we're going to call it a settlement. However, the content of that settlement agreement is always confidential, right? If somebody asks about the case, you can say, yeah, that case was resolved, it was settled, but you cannot tell them exactly what the case was settled for, what the terms are, the exact terms and things like that, because those are confidential. Just laying the background out there.
yeah. So let's speak to the letter from the court. Do you have that letter in your possession?
Yes. So it's two rulings actually. So
One from
after
there's two rulings. One from the Shah going on for state, and then the bank.
no, so I'm talking about Grand Judah versus the bank. So there's two rulings in that case. Okay, so if you look at first, the banks went ahead and filed for a motion for summary judgment. So a motion for summary judgment means, Your Honor, looking at all the evidence that have been gathered through the evidence gathering process, there is no dispute of facts that the defendants are entitled to, you know, judgment on the merits. So at that point, then the judge will come back. Our lawyer did a good job. He filed like a 55-page opposition to their motion. So the judge's first ruling was denying that motion. Because if he had granted that motion, that means the case go away. There's no settlement leverage. There's no settlement. The case goes away, right? But he denied that motion. So now it's either a jury trial or a settlement. And like I said before, 98% of the civil cases in the U.S. tend to settle.
Yeah.
So that's why I said there's two different rulings. So the first ruling was on a motion for summary judgment that he denied. And then the second ruling, which is the most important and the most applicable here, I think that's what we are here to discuss.
We want to discuss the two rulings. So first of all, we're going to start from the one that the bank was a GGA. It's a settlement. Do you know? Do you have that letter? I want us to go and go step by step on these letters here. This one here that says, or this one came on March 27th. Are you there?
Yeah, 1 second.
The one
Let
that
me
came on
just.
March 22nd, 27 from the bank, and the brief, the one I say the brief or description of the case and legal theories. And I think this one is the bank and the.
Let me pull it up on my computer because my iPad's not coming on. So 1 second.
Okay, let's give it. Let me put in here. Let me play a little music here and see what we're gonna do. We're gonna want to bring this thing out here so everybody can see what we're talking about here.
Oh, here we young, we can't get your mazor die out for woman. Then, Barney, I know Taiwan will be a more overblevo. Wow, to my general, do I go? Barney, I know you Taiwan was a mobile. So I want my. To my head, no, I do. You are to my wood, to my wood, to my wood, to my wood,
For the legal man to come here and tell us, because the letter that came, the first one said the bank reached a settlement with GGAA. We want to know what is settlement. I don't think he's going to tell us the settlement part, this money or something. I don't know, but we will know it from tonight. We don't know these things. I don't know these things. We don't know these things. So we.
Okay, 1 more second.
So I think he tried to pull that letter.
Yes.
I already got the letter here, but it's the writings are very small, so we will allow him to pull it from his end. I don't think you can see it. It's a very long page of letter around here, set around here. We're going to talk about it. And the one that tells it says GGAA and Wells Fargo have reached a settlement. The Bank of America is the only remaining corporate banking defendant. So that's there's the whole thing here. GGAA, the banks, Fred Talugoyan, Jeremiah Shah. One bank reached a settlement with Grand Unit Association. That's the Bank of Wells Fargo Bank. Bank of America ain't saying anything yet, so we don't know yet. They asked him, how you got a letter? Somebody said, how you got a letter? You tell him a print over, he said, how you got a letter? I call people who claim to be, people say, oh, the man can talk to them. I don't put I can call. And when I went to like brother, say, oh, print over, don't go to Tucson. I said, I'll enter Tucson. So in Tucson, don't go there. I'll enter there. They don't kill people in Tucson. They don't get gravity and kill people. So I went there. I print over. That letter, we got it. We spoke to the lawyer, the Fred Freeman. We heard his voice. We did a lot of stuff here. So the first letter, then the second letter. The first letter talks about Fred Gwen and Jeremiah Shah. The second letter talks about Wells Fargo Bank, Bank of America, Wells Fargo Bank reaching settlement with GGAA. Now, not settlement. Now, let me tell GGAA. This is spring double. I'm thinking. I will know. They will tell me, oh, 40,000, 50,000, 100,000, or 0,000. If I know, I will get in 1 week to come tell the people. You not tell the boy a blaster and tell the boy I'm on gun. They don't be one. How you get it? Lawyer?
You put a point in jeopardy. You can put our whole organization and we might owe the bank money. That's what confidentiality is. Can we tell you that the case settled? Yes, the case settled. Can we tell you?
That say we must be confidential inside you.
No, but it's not to you now. But the settlement between the parties.
Be a media man.
Yeah, but you media man. So that means whatever is on the docket.
You know that the court give me the letter.
If it's on the docket. It's public.
put it
But
exactly.
if the settlement agreement, it will never be on the docket. Trust me, the settlement agreement will never be on the
Oh,
docket.
got it. I don't want to put a kid. Don't want to put it from. That's
No,
what.
this one is public information. Trust me, this is a
Okay.
court ruling. It's public. But
So
the settlement agreement that will be signed by the parties will not be public.
but what I told you, I said we know that settlement, whether
Mm.
that's zero, whether that's 30, whether that's 40, whether that's 50,000, we'll give you 1 week. The administration, they have to inform us. We got to know. And not tell, we'll hustle that information from the court and blast it out to the people. Now then, leeway, you're not to go know how the settlement can. Nobody can sue me. I'll be in Seattle. There's no car road going Seattle. I don't can. So, Councilor.
Yes, I'm all caught up now.
Yeah, okay. We're waiting to get the. So is that the first one? Is that the one that I get pulled?
So I will send them in not a order. So if you want to tell me which one, like the heading for the first one that you have, then I can pull it out here.
They heard it. The heading here says, let me see. Let me go up here. It got the lawyer's name, and then down here it got the plaintiff pre-trial statement. When I say the pre-trial statement, this one is March 27. The brief
Yes.
description of the case and legal theories.
Yes. So for that, so after the evidence I gather, then what happened is if you guys are going to trial, then you guys have to let the court know there's something called a trial brief. Because up to then, the court doesn't know what's going on between the parties. They only know bits and pieces when you guys go for checkups, hearings and stuff like that. So now the court want to know if we go to trial, what is the judge supposed to get? Who are going to be the witnesses? What's the case about? What's the theory about the case? What law backs you? What law actually backs you that said, yes, if you take this case to court, you'll win. If you hire any experts or not, whether or not they will come to court, but you have to name them. If you don't name them in there, you cannot bring them up in the trial because it's not a trial of ambush.
Mm-hmm.
So you draft that, you give it to the opposing counsel, then you also give it to the judge. And the opposing counsel to draft that and let the judge know of their theory of the case, right? Because if both parties agree on the case, it's a settlement. But because they differ, then both parties almost like telling the judge that side of the story. And so that's a public information as well, because that will be on the docket.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I have that.
Okay. But what when they go and do the settlement behind, well, we don't want to go to trial. We just go in there and we'll settle. Those are things that'll be secret thing, and we will not get to know that. But
Right, how much?
How people? But then how would the administration tell us?
No, they can tell you guys like, hey, like for example, when I first came on board, right? This issue didn't just come up right now. This issue been building up for a while now. I remember the president and the administration seek my guidance on it. It was, hey, this is tearing the organization apart. We want to settle this case, but we want to settle it in a way that the people that belong into the organization, that they don't fall victim to either the court or the banks. Because if that happens, then they will go ahead and try to spoil our names and say, hey, we're trying to break apart the organization. And me, I'm a legal man, I'm an officer of the court. Obviously, I would not back something like that, right? Because there's something called consequences to actions. If somebody do something and you punish them, it sets a good precedent for everybody else. If you give certain people a pass, that means you aren't ready. You are adjudicating the law and enforcing the law arbitrarily. And once you start arbitrarily enforcing the law, you create slippery slope. So even if you want peace, for that brief period, you get peace. But long term, you'll not get peace. You'll actually get what we have now, right? So I remember we went to a board meeting, even the meeting with the lawyer, and that was my entire assignment I was giving was, we want to protect these people while also getting money from the banks. And I told the president, I said, you can't bake your cake and eat it too. It's an American saying. You can't have it both ways. Yeah. So you can't say, oh yeah, we want to get these people out of the picture, but at the same time pay us all the money that we want. So you have to compromise at that point. So lawyer came back, oh yeah, I can get you guys $30,000. And at that point, the case have been going on since 2016. I just went to law school, sir. And I've been practicing now, I've been practicing now almost 6 years. So at that point, it's like, okay, let's try to settle this case. The lawyer can take his 50%. And then the organization will end up with something as long as those individuals don't get affected. Yeah. Even if it means the organization don't get money, as long as those individuals don't get affected, we are okay. Obviously, our lawyer don't like that, right? Because it's a contingency contract, so you won't get money out of it too, because that's the only way he gets paid. You see it? So he end up getting both it done for us. I can tell you that. I can go into the depth of the sequence, but I can tell you that we got both of those things that we wanted actually done. Did we get the amount that we want? No, we didn't get the amount. But
Your brothers won't be your brothers will be protected, and you will get a little bit of the pie.
yeah, yeah. And the lawyer get a little bit of policy, can come after the organization for some money. We end up with something in our coffers. I mean, the guy had made $30,000 before, and now he's gonna make another, let's say, assume another $15,000. So out of everything, if the person that really benefited was the lawyer.
The
So
lawyer
how
benefit.
do we? Oh yeah, of course, over 40 some more $1,000. That's a good. You guys are good clients. So how do we close this
You guys
chapter?
are good clients.
So how do we close this chapter and move forward? And then next thing we know now is like, oh no, I was totally vindicated, but no, like we are educated people. If you read what's on the docket, this case was not ever adjudicated on the merits.
Mhm.
There was no jury trial that said somebody was found not guilty of anything here. In fact, because the bank did not, because of the agreement between the bank and the organization, the bank did not prosecute those individuals. So therefore, because the organization dropped its lawsuit against the banks also had to drop that lawsuit against the organizations,
Yes,
against those individuals,
that is negotiation, the agreement.
of course. You see. So now, because these things are now cannot really come and be said in details, we don't want individuals running around. In fact, we should be thankful to Edith for actually putting, unity instead of accountability. I still believe you can have unity and accountability, but this is where we found ourselves.
Okay. So right now, let's look into the letter from that particular letter you pull over there. Let look into it. If you get it right there,
Yes.
I got it here. But the
You should
letter
go.
here,
You
those the question will not go to you. But the letter, the docket number here, I don't know, 2007, 2017, blah blah. I'm not calling the last number. The letter was written on March 27. Why we're getting to know about it now?
Because it's the lawyers, right? So you hire a lawyer, and your lawyer's supposed to take care of stuff for you, right? And the lawyer has somebody in the organization that he's discussed legal things with, because not everybody in the organization is knows about legal things, right? So if I came to you now and say, Mr. Prince, to put your file for summary judgment, or what should I do? Your first question would be, oh my picking, what is summary judgment in the first place? You see it? If the lawyer come to me and say, "Oh, they filed for summary judgment," I can say, "Okay, do your job. You're getting paid. So go ahead and defend it and see how best you can come back to us, so that we can win the summary judgment." So he gave us the update, and we keep going back and forth. Once this case is concluded, it's now on us to come to you guys and say, "Hey, the case has concluded, and we got what we wanted." It wasn't everything that we wanted, but at least we protected our brothers, and we end up putting something in the organization's coffins as well. So at the end of the day, it's a win-win. So it's not like every single filing that a lawyer filed for us, we have to bring it up like, oh yeah, today was the court has a schedule, and the court they met one deadline today. So because they met this deadline, now it's something to broadcast. That's not how legal proceedings work.
Okay. You wait for the conclusion, everything, then you inform your people.
Yes, after you take it over in-house, because you don't want a lot of different stories going on, different people contacting the lawyers. A lot of things can happen.
That's good. That's good. So
And And
go ahead.
before I continue, let me just say this. So I handle a lot of complex cases. Okay. So if you actually look me up, you'll see that I'm both in federal court, I'm in state court. If you look at like my portfolio, I'm talking about millions of dollars.
Yeah,
So I'm not just, yeah.
I check on you.
Okay. So I'm not just,
I check
handling.
on you everywhere that I could find and did a lot of. I can pull this thing down, put it out here, and you say how you check all these things. I did all my background check on you, and then I know that you capable. You understand the whole legal process. We don't know these things, so we call on you to explain it, lead all in the right area. So let's go through the letter of the first this particular letter. Go
Okay.
through this letter with us. The plaintiff, the one I said, the plaintiff, Grand Jury Association in the Americas, Inc., the GGA, a Pennsylvania nonprofit corporation, filed a complaint against certain officials, certain former officials of GGA, namely Fred Taruguyan, Guyan, and Jeremiah Shaw, and against two financial institutions. You got that one with you?
Yes.
Yeah. You're going to depth with that. Explain that to us.
I mean, you guys know what's going on here. People were not authorized to extract funds, and they want to extract funds. Banks have certain system in place. Like if I tell them, Mr. Prince Double is not allowed to take money from this account because he no longer have authority, and it's signed by the relevant parties, the bank has to follow that. It's a contract. If the brand does not do that, you can sue them for if Prince Double then goes there and take my money without my consent. I can sue the bank for negligence, breach of contract, a whole bunch of consumer stuff. That's what happened here. The transactions happened. These people didn't have the authorization. The organization went after the banks and then went after them as well. Because, like I said, it was you go after the bank still goes after them because the bank don't get free money out in America. They always want to get that money from somewhere. Yeah. So you bring all those parties together so that the bank can say, oh no, he defrauded us. So even when we pay you, he will end up paying us. So I think that's what the lawyer tried to do by putting a lot of pressure on them. And then it backfired because then if I'm the bank, I'm like, oh, okay. You actually brought in the other party that I want here specifically. I really want to put this screen on my computer, so I'm not on my
Yeah,
phone.
I'm seeing here. Let me go and read the other paragraph. They said the claims against the corporate banking defendants were based on the failure of the corporate banking defendants to protect GGA asset from unauthorized conversion or depletion of GGA's assets by Guion and Shaw after having received official notice from GGAA authorized leadership on October 19th, 2016.
Yeah, like what I just summarized in pretty much a lot of terms. They were not authorized to. The bank was informed that this individual was not authorized to withdraw from the company's account, and with that information, the bank still allowed them to withdraw.
Mhm.
So you cannot present yourself to a bank that you have authority that you don't have. That's called fraud. That's fraud 101. So that's both civil fraud and criminal fraud. The bank has its own liability too because it shouldn't have even allowed you to do it. It should have stopped you from doing it. So that's where its fraud came from.
Okay. So the letter I put out here, I can discuss it legally.
Yes, it's on the docket. Anything you find on the docket under that case number is public information. It can be discussed.
Okay. Okay, then that go to the fourth paragraph here, fifth paragraph. It says GGA and Wells Fargo have reached a settlement. Bank of America is the only remaining corporate banking defendant. GGA will be presenting documentary evidence confirming that Bank of America, notwithstanding having received notification on October 19, 2016, from GGAA that Fred Guion no longer had the authority to engage in financial transaction on behalf of GGAA. So there's two banks, Bank of America and Wells Fargo Bank. So right now, Wells Fargo, they say, gentlemen, you gotta go just suck it beyond the horse. So you think the lawyer is now pursuing Bank of America?
No, as I sit here today, I can tell you both of them had came to an agreement.
The
So
two
both
banks have,
banks.
we got a letter with March 2017th.
Yeah. So I mean today is
March 27th, I mean.
right, and today
March
that's three.
2020. So we're going to June now. So that two banks have, they agreed for a settlement.
Yes. So right now we are waiting on what's called a settlement agreement. So once you reach an agreement, then you have to put that in writing. So once you put that agreement in writing, that's where all the confidentiality terms come from. The signatures to
We're
close the
not
case.
talking about it again to other people, our client, to come stop people from banking through us.
Right. You don't disparage our name. We are not. In fact, they can put in it that we are not admitting liability.
Yeah.
So I can say thank you for being so generous, giving us free money. So that's
So
the extent.
the lawyer benefit.
Right. That's what I'm saying. It's good to be loyal.
You're
Trust
gonna
me.
call from Bank of America. You're gonna call from World Farco Bank.
No, you bring both of the part together. You put it in one part, then you take a share from it.
They get share from that.
Yeah.
Then get our own.
Yeah.
Don't go pay our beef or what you don't want be.
Okay, come on, cow. Peacemaking cow.
So should we say it's a good news and it's a bad news?
I mean the way it's being reacted to, I want the president it had the
No,
propensity
no,
to.
right now we're discussing this. We'll talk about the reaction from the other letter.
Oh, okay. No, this is good news for the organization. You can have this case going on now almost
That's 9 years.
9 years, almost a decade coming up. And you have different how you call it, different administrations coming and going that don't even know about what's going on. You know, people still contacting Bunyan and thinking that they are still, in administration when there is administration. So you want to put this case to bed, and it comes with a lot of tension too. So sometimes when you see the company and settling cases, it's not that because they can fight it. Some companies that are worth billions of dollars, they can hire the top lawyers, they can fight the cases. But then they look at it, they say, but if I fight the case, that will cost me $100,000. And they person here asking for $750,000
Yeah, I give it to the person, and
because
then get the thing.
because I may end up paying my lawyer $100,000, don't go to court, then I end up losing the trial, then I end up paying more money again.
Mm-hmm. You got to
So
pay
that the
the
same
lawyer and
thing,
all of that. Yeah, pay the lawyer to look at it.
right? You
They
gotta
pay
pay the
lawyer.
lawyer,
Very
and the
expensive.
more our lawyer keep going with the case, that the more hours he's building and his contingency. So the more he keep going, I mean, the more his contingency claiming. So any money we get now, you end up taking more than us. So I believe, as a like legally, this is a very good settlement. You end up with some money. The people in the organization like will have their paychecks then garnished, like are going to jail for fraud and other things, and you get them off the stuff so that we can actually focus on building the community.
So let's talk now as a Grand Jiden, as a member of this organization. You think Ida did the right thing?
No, I mean, and we can agree to disagree, right? Like I said, we the young people coming up. If we see up,
I don't want you to put on your attorney glasses. I don't want you to put on your law thing. I want you to talk to this down as a Grand Jiden. You
yeah,
think she
yeah.
did the right
So
thing, or
no,
she
no,
should
no,
have gone
definitely
forward with
not.
the case?
Definitely not. Because like I was saying, as a young engineer coming up now, if I can see that there's no accountability, so what would stop me from eating the organization the money too? You know? So if we want to actually be a serious organization, thing that I will hear, trust me, changes it hurts. You know, we all go through growing pains. That's why it's called growing pains. But you go through those pains to end up in a better place. You know. So even when the brothers that's tough to me at first, because one thing about B says you always pass it to me, I can tell exactly how I feel about them. And I told her, no, this is not setting a good precedent. This would not set a good precedent. If people come and feel that they can just do as they please, so even if you say you don't want to deal with them, let the banks deal with them. So you can say, okay, I'm the one not dealing with them, but the banks dealing with them because they actually wrong the banks.
But Ida had this since she took over Ben Rigma role, she listened to her people, and a lot of people were saying, Ida, let this go. Don't show up in court. Let this go. Let it play it out. Don't. There was a point where on my show I called the lawyer. He was about to sleep when I called him answer, and we spoke. And he said all Ida needed to do was to just sign the papers. And Ida said no, she's not signing no papers. So and the people, so she to me, I think because she's leading a group of people, and these people voices, she listened to them. So most of them saying, "Oh, Edith is a great listener. She listened to her people, and she." So you don't think on that way too, as a member of the organization?
No, that's something called leadership. If you want to be a leader, you gotta be a leader. If you even read political philosophy, they'll tell you that you have to be decisive as a leader. At a certain point in time, the masses might not see that what you're doing for them is good. But after you leave, then they say, "Oh, yeah, when Edith was in power, somebody like the only thing that she really did for us, she made it. And when somebody trying to eat the organization money, they can think because she shine light on it. She actually punished some people in it for it, and now." We have record of it. You think if people start seeing other opponent paycheck starting getting garnished at 25%, imagine you go to work. By the time you finish working, 25% of your check go. Before even count to you. Now that person come back to the organization and say, hey, y'all please stop the thing getting serious on me. And now even when you forgive them at that point, you actually set a good precedent. Because you forgave them, but you have leverage that you can say, hey, read a letter apologizing to the organization, a public apology to the organization. If you want to not garnish your paycheck, if you want to not do XYZ. Easier. Now, if that person apologizes to the organization now, anybody else seen this say, oh, but that whole person apologized to the organization, we wonder what happened here. But at the end of the day, you got both things accomplished. So that one part, my business didn't handle it well, but we'll deal with it. That's my own job. My own job is people cause problems and they come to me now, deal with it.
How about this letter here? You got this one? This letter was
Yes,
written I think to the court because I think you the team, Tom, man, you addressed the letter
yes,
2020. This was last year, August 6, 2025.
yes,
And this letter here is talked about the called Madam Chairman, I think, Poir requested that I not continue to pursue the lawsuit for fear of grip or exposure to Fred, Mr. Guyan, and Mr. Shah individually. However, after further discussions and meetings, leadership informed me that I could continue to pursue claims against you won't go against banks against both banks with the assurance that if settlements were to be achieved with the banks, there will be no continual actions against Mr. Goyon and Mr. Shah by the banks. You want to eat the bank money, but you say, bank, don't go after my brothers. And the letter either wrote the people.
yeah.
Did they see this letter?
No, that was an internal discussion, right? So if I go to my client to talk to them, this will be considered confidential communications, attorney-client privilege. So we are discussing, what we want to have this lawsuit ended. So he's not happy, right? Because he know by us moving Fred and from the lawsuit, I mean the money go down.
Money will reduce.
And he's not
Well,
in
they
this
will be
because he's from Grand
negotiating.
Gila
They will be
County.
negotiating now. You tell the
Yeah,
bank, man, we want you all to get our money, but don't go after the two guys.
so you can't
And
bake
then
your
the
cake and
bank
eat
will,
it
and the
too.
bank will say, oh, my man, well, I was going to get 50 when the bank thing was 50,000, the man will get 20,000.
Yeah, and
You
what you
want
say?
to go after that, brother, will get 20,000.
Yeah. Or we can get it 50,000 and go after your brother. What do you want?
Yeah, you got to pick. Then either going to say, they will take the 20, y'all brothers.
Yeah, that's what happened, pretty much.
It's a hair scratching thing.
So it's a hair scratching thing. I see what she did there because where we come from, we are almost like we all let the talk to them from in court. We don't talk about it at home.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and those things sometimes is beneficial, but sometimes it hurts us.
Yeah, that's a letter right there. The letter was written on August. It says here August, in accordance with the August 6th letter, 2016 letter to me from the National Board of Directors Chairman Wudu Kala. Wudu Kala name is mentioned in here. I am sharing with you. Is it sharing with the bank or what? I mean, with the court?
With me, so it's communicating
Okay,
with
he's
me.
telling it to you that your people don't want you to continue, for me to continue this. That I'm going to go after the bank, but I must also tell the bank, I'm coming after you, but do not go after my brothers. Now, Idepoa wrote that letter to that man.
No, so what happened was I was trying to understand what the organization was and what our lawyer was frustrated with us for. Because the guy was very frustrated, right? And it's easy to be frustrated because when you're talking to people, I don't understand the concepts. It's wasting your time, so it's easy to get frustrated. So now I'm asking him, like, hey, what's going on here? Give me a rundown so I can be in the know, so that at least I can explain to them that, hey, it will be hard for you to bake your own cake and eat it too. Or, instead of you trying to explain it to them, because for them, they just think that you want money from it, which you do. Like, you only in this for the money. For us, we actually have an interest in this, in national unity and all those things. So then once he wrote me that letter, now I understood what everything was. Then I had a communication with the president and told her, like, hey, you guys are putting our lawyer in a tough spot. You want him to go after these banks, but at the same time, we want to free these people. Them, I don't think it's a good idea. But hey, if he can get it done, let's get it done and get it closed with. Because if I'm the bank's lawyers, why am I giving you guys free money for? Where I'll get that money from? The person that came that misrepresented themselves, that said they had authority when they didn't have the authority. I have to go after them.
Mm-hmm.
So for her to actually go that route, that means, she sacrificed, I don't want to say the organization's integrity, but she literally put something on the line for the organization to get that done. And we should give her credit for that because like I said, as we speak today, we have been having court orders and all those things. And the people talking about it, they cannot pay a lawyer 10,000 to go to trial. Like going to trial, it costs money. And in civil cases, they don't give you lawyers.
Mm-hmm.
So if they find you, you're not pay the money. Like we're talking about jail time now, we're talking about they confiscating your properties and all. Like America is a serious country. I understand we don't understand the law, we don't know the law. So we are think like is we can do back, we can do it. Yeah. It doesn't work like that.
Mm-hmm. So is she so you in the inner circle a little bit with Edith and the bull? Do you think Edith in trouble with the bull for reaching that deal with the national bull? I mean with the bank?
No, I mean, I don't think she should be because I think the board was aware of what was going on. And some people on the board didn't even like what was going on. They were on the same side as I was. So like you said, they did mention Mr. Wulukala. He's on the board. He's the chairman of the board. Um, so the thing was, we were trying to create a lot of communication was going on. He was talking to so many different people, and we're trying to streamline the communication to just have it through one person.
Yeah.
Yes, because Mr. Wulukala, I mean, I'm a pape there, but if somebody come to Mr. Wulukala and start speaking legal language, he won't understand what it means. If he go tell Edith what the person said to him, he will not put in the same language the person said, and you try to put in English. Then now there's a miscommunication. Compared to the person come to me to tell me, then I say, oh, okay, based on what I told the man about this, what do you guys think? So that's what that letter was about. So the board was, I mean, if the board said they didn't know 100%, I would be shocked. But I think they were in the know. They were against it, but they were in the know.
Mm.
And I don't think it's something that should bring confusion or tension between the board because we are looking for what's in the organization's best interest, right?
Mm-hmm.
We shouldn't forget this. Those people are also our past presidents. I
Yeah.
understand African country and quit to prosecute our past presidents. Them, but at the end of the day, these people still carry weight in the community. They have supporters. They have people that just like them for who they are. They have people from the same subset of ethnic group as they are. So
Mm-hmm.
you cannot alienate them as well. That's why I saw her. That's what she's trying to do. She said, okay, you cannot alienate those people. Me, I just about the law. If you do this and it got consequences, you should bear the consequences so that next time you can do it. It's all about trying to deter people and trying to rehabilitate people. By encouraging bad behavior, you don't do both of those. So that's my own thinking. But for her, she's looking at it our traditional African way. And I don't think we should try to hold her in contempt because the peace that will come with it, that'll all benefit from. The organization will benefit from in the long term. We might not see it now, but in the long term. Don't ask me plenty hard questions. I'm my business and get there with me. Oh.
Yeah, I know, because it's so the B says now. The B says Edith, the
Yeah.
president. So you're gonna applaud her for doing that?
Like I said before, our leader has to make decisions. And she made that decision. You can visit.
It was a tough one for her. Do you think it was a right one?
Uh right, wrong decisions. That's subjective, right?
But
I mean,
I say again,
if I were,
this kind of question will put off will take off your legal eye. Not taking you straight to Okunamo man eye or Grand Jiden.
mm,
So do you think she made the right decision?
man, yeah, ask a lawyer, yes or no question.
You know, man, I say put a legal eye.
Yeah.
I say put a
I'll be
legal eye
right too.
one
You
side
want to ask
on
a
it.
lawyer, yes or no question? It depends.
It depends.
It depends how you look at it.
It depends.
Yeah, it depends on how you look at it. Will I have done that if I were in her situation? No. I will have made sure they bear the consequences of their actions because that will have sent a message to the younger people and everybody else that the organization now means business. It's not business as usual. We are serious people. Want to keep serious people.
Okay. So let's see here. Let's conclude this episode. Letter. So this letter here. I mean, this information and this communication is between you and the lawyer, the guy who's representing, or you are now the how he call you in the letter here. He calls you. 1 minute. I want to know how he call you. Okay, in your capacity as GGAA in-house counsel. That's how he call you, in-house counsel. You are part of all. You are counsel. You are a lawyer. So that how the guy call you. He said you are the counsel for these people, and so this letter here. After you read this letter, he sent this letter to you. You read his letter. Did you send any letter? Did you give him your view? Anything that you give him from as a lawyer too?
Yeah, so when he
Because
brought
that
out to
lawyer
me,
said letter that what I got here now is that the man is saying that you want to get info. You probably wrote here, and he's telling you that your people say I should go behind the bank and get money from the bank. But at the same time, they're telling me to tell the banks that they can't go after your brothers. So did he tell you anything after he sent you that letter?
yeah, so I had to talk to my clients and let my clients know the pros and cons of the position they are taking, right? Because that's their position. So I let them know first. Then I go to the lawyer and communicate it with him. Like, yes, I know it sounds ridiculous, very ridiculous, but that's what my clients want. So that's what we have to make happen. So now, because that's what the client wants, we have to now go about finding way to make it happen. But ultimately, it's the client's decision, right? The lawyer just show the client the pros and cons, and the lawyers like back them up, and then the client ultimately choose.
Because he at one point he's driving on some conversation. I'm not going to tell you here. So he's driving a lot of conversations. He's driving conversation when you were even in the meeting. I listen to these things. I don't talk about these things. So the guy was angry. He said, "If it was bullion, that we got a lot of money from these people. If it was bullion, he kept saying if it was bullion. He thought either was so lenient. He didn't talk about this African mentality thing. Forgive. He was actually pushing. He wanted to grab the big pile and eat it one in piece.
My brother, I lawyer too. When I get into cases and a contingency, if I get 50%, that means if I get 100,000, I get 50,000 out of it. And you see it? So why would I want to take 50,000 as settlement instead of 100,000? So even you, the client, if you bring some kind of ridiculous stuff to that to me, I'm vexed. Because at the end of the day, I'm not a Grangetan, right? I just put the minister Caucasian. He's not a Grangetan.
Yeah.
He doesn't know
You
who
don't
Fred
understand
Guian
what we're
is.
talking about.
He doesn't understand. All he sees
just sign the
is
paper and leave me with the paper and let me do the rest.
let me do the rest, and then I can go and make the money now, take my own part of it. Means it's gonna 50, 60 grand, go to Cancun vacation and say you guys thank you, get you the rest. But now if you tie my arm now, only 20,000 I can get, I'm gonna get 10, you get 10. So I can understand his frustration at the end of the day. We're part of the same club, right? No lawyer became lawyer just to be poor or to not make money. So if you look at it from a pure business perspective, from the lawyer's point of view, I mean, I'm in his shoes. I can't be there with him for the point that he took.
Okay, let's pivot a little bit to the letter now that from Mr. Guyan. So you now as a lawyer would educate us on this. There are certain terms that were used in our letter that we don't understand. So as a lawyer, let me put out our letter so we can go. I hope you put it out too. Put it out on your side. Let's go through it.
My computer closed. Let me get the codes. 1 second. Jeez. Okay. Okay, I do have it up now.
No, this is the letter here is. Let me see if I can put it out. This
So
is one.
That's not a letter, so that's a ruling.
That's
That
a
would be considered
ruling.
a
Yeah,
ruling.
that's a ruling.
Yeah.
But it's an order. That mean I don't know about your thing. I guess see the people then come here. I guess see that letter. That's a ruling. So let me go to it. I send it to the it come from a common plea code of Delaware. It says yeah, and now this 27th day of April 2026, upon consideration of defending Bank of America's motion for summary judgment filed on March 27, 2026, it is hereby denied with prejudice as mute. What the Bank of America, what is a summary judgment? And what it mean by deny without prejudice as mute? Can you tell us what it mean by something without prejudice?
Okay, so let's start
The
one by one first. So
summary judgment. Let's go to
let's
the
start with
summary
summary
judgment first.
judgment.
Yeah, tell us what is summary
So,
judgment mean.
like I was saying earlier in the program, so once you gather all the evidence, then you file a motion for summary judgment, which means looking at all the evidence in front of us, there are no genuine dispute of material facts that I'm entitled to judgment by law. I mean, we don't have to go to any jury, nothing like that. I'm entitled, if you look at the law and the evidence, no dispute there. When there's a dispute of fact, if you said that blue here, I said no, that green, or I said, let's say in our position now, where we are saying these people didn't have authority, the bank is saying no, you guys gave them authority. Now the bank not file for summary judgment saying, hey, they don't have any information or any evidence showing that they didn't give those people authority. All we knew are that those people had authority. Then our lawyer did a good job by filing or briefing opposition to the motion for summary judgment by saying, no, here is the email communications from the organization telling the bank that no, that these people don't have any they don't have any authority to withdraw. And you see it? So now that creates a dispute of facts. Because one person is saying the people have authority, one person is saying the person didn't have authority. So when there's a dispute of fact, then it goes to the jury. Because only the jury can adjudicate on facts. Because they have to look at credibility, they have to look at who telling the truth, who not telling the truth, what the body language look like. If you will bring expert to come and interpret on your behalf. So then the jury then decides that. So this is like the last line of defense for any defendant. Once a defendant lose this motion, 99% of the time they end up settling. So the court is saying the motion that they filed to say, okay, you must dismiss the case in our favor because there's no dispute of facts. The motion for summary judgment is now mute because the parties let the court know that we're discussing a potential resolution. So therefore, like, we don't even need to discuss this motion at all. So without prejudice means you can always file this motion. Without prejudice means you can always file this motion.
1 minute, they say deny without prejudice as mute. They what it mean by deny without prejudice as mute. That's what we'll finish with the first one. You already summary judgment. Now that come to the second line and this underline here in red in here. Deny without prejudice as mute. What is the meaning of deny? When you deny something without prejudice as mute. Tell us.
So you can deny something with prejudice or without prejudice. With prejudice means, okay, it will not be brought back again. This is final.
Mm-hmm.
Without prejudice means, okay, if you find some more evidence, you can always bring it back. So whenever you hear say, okay, this case against this person was denied with prejudice, I mean that case will never come back again, no matter what. But if that case was denied without prejudice, that means if the prosecutors or if the other party find evidence in the future that makes that case viable again, they can always bring it back. So that's the difference. So now, if something is moot, that means we don't have to get to it because it's finished. It's moot. It's like, how do you explain it? So let's say, for example, so I just filed a motion this few days against a lawyer. So my motion was, hey, give me discovery because the deadline has passed. You haven't given me discovery. You know. So by the time I filed that motion, 3 days after, he gave me the discovery that I asked for. So now the court cannot rule on that motion because whatever I was asking for has been achieved without the court intervention. So at that point, it's moot. The controversy is moot. I don't need discovery no more because I was provided with it, if that makes sense.
Oh.
That's the easiest way to pull it, right? So because the thing that you wanted to happen already happened, the court don't have to adjudicate.
With prejudice means you can bring it back.
Yes.
Without prejudice, you can bring it back when you get evidence.
Yeah. So even like as a plaintiff lawyer, when I'm dismissing a case, I want to do it without prejudice. But if I'm settling the case with an insurance company or something like that, guess what? They want prejudice because they want finality.
Oh wow. Okay, so that's it. They know this particular thing here. Let me see the date on it. Okay, it say on April 20. It's September. They say this day, 27th of April. So that April 27th. But I want to change it from good. I
So
mean, we are
now,
getting.
so now because the court denied our motion, so now the parties either have to settle the case or they have to go to a jury trial.
Oh wow.
And now, because it will cost the banks, trust me, the banks got like three, four lawyers, right? It's two banks. They both don't just get one lawyer now. No. They have like three, four lawyers. To pay for three, four lawyers to go for trial for you, we're talking about something like 30, 40,000, something 100,000. Some of these lawyers need 20,000 up front, and they're charging 500, 600 by the hour, depending on
But
their, how
yeah,
you
look
call
at
it.
Grand Guinea say you get it for 30,000. That get out of here. And we will
Nah.
yes, it will accept.
No, grant you, I get it put 30,000 before. They get it in 30,000 before.
No, I mean, but the banks now.
Oh, yeah.
Because you're talking about the banks having two lawyers and the private going to get all those kind of huge money from the people. They say, well, when they look at it, I wouldn't need to be in the prayer with these crown people, they country. I mean, how you call it, the Africans.
If you don't civilize now.
Yeah, we say that. I mean, I wouldn't need to be out there. So let us just give them this thing and get it over with the come to a settlement and that this and that. But as you're telling me now that the two banks have, they agree to sit down with our lawyer and they will talk something that will benefit us.
No, no, they already came to an agreement. It just have to be like put in writing so we can see the terms, make sure they, are actually in our best interest, then it will be signed and the case will be over with. So in 30, 45 days, we could be done with this.
Oh, okay, that's good. That's good. That's good. So one question I want to ask you now, okay?
Mm,
The only winner in this case is the lawyer.
of course.
GGA spent 30 grand. Even right now, when they say they want to get 40,000, the lawyer want to take 20,000, we get 20,000. Because it's 50 cents, 50-50.
Yep.
And then maybe we'll put our 20,000 back and we will lose 10,000. So the lawyer will be, he got 30 grand first. And he probably going to get another 20 grand or 30 grand.
Yeah,
He's the winner. But
of course.
I've either signed the papers, you are going to get a lot of cash.
Speculative,
And
probably.
then when you're going to get it, he don't mind the bad blast. The bad blast is that when they shoot the RPGs, like you fire the RPG. There's a bad blast. There's the bomb that comes from the back goes. So the bad blast is when the banks are going after our brothers. That lawyer don't care. You get 50%, he gone.
Of course. The man, we don't even know who Fred Gwynn is. Man, I sit down happy out Fred Gwynn. I don't even know who Fred Gwynn or his family is. He doesn't. Like, he's just our agent. Like, lawyers don't get into the thing just because they like you. We won't make our money and go to. And the more money we can make, the happier we are.
I swear the guy was angry with eat it. The lawyer.
Well, my brother, you too.
You talk to him. You sense the anger in his voice, in his tone.
Probably, if you can make more money, then somebody trying to make a decision. The person that got the power to make a decision, making a decision, I can make you make less money. You will not be happy too, trust me. You will not be happy at all.
I was very angry because when I called him on the show, he said, "What's wrong with that eating woman? Why she can't just sign the papers?" But he didn't even know that.
And
Signing the paper
you have to tell him, like, hey, don't forget, at the end of the day, the organization is the client. How you feel, what you want to do, doesn't matter. But at the end of the day, we have to sign the settlement agreement. So if you go over there, you do something that we don't want, we'll not sign it, then you'll look foolish. Then if they try to enforce it, we'll tell them that we didn't sign it. Then now you'll be facing disciplinary actions and all those things then for agreeing to something we didn't agree to. So somebody had to put a man into his place because, like I said, even me, I will not be happy. Like that thoughts and thoughts. So, because at the end of the day, we made his job harder for less money.
Yeah. Yeah, he been. I mean, I know less money. Man got 30 grand out of us, man.
Yeah, I understand. I passed in
$30,000.
there.
$30,000.
Before COVID, that money gone.
Man, use the money on COVID. So let us go to. Let us go. Oh, they were telling the man to notify you this. Okay. Let us go. Let me see and let me pull another letter here. Now let's go to this one. I want you the one that from Fred.
The one I mention him or from him? The one I mention him. Okay.
This one I mentioned him. He and
Okay.
the guy that the case are being thrown out of the court.
Mm-hmm.
This one, go to it. You got it?
Yeah. So this is our pre-trial statement.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is what our lawyer
Then
wrote
it's
to
a
the judge.
pre-trial settlement.
Statement.
Oh yeah, statement. Excuse me. Pre-trial statement. Yeah. So the defendant were based on the failure of the corporate banking defendants to protect GHG. Now, let me go to
I
the
think.
other one.
Yeah, I think you already went through the one.
I went to the one. Let me go to the other one.
You know, to be lawyer, good old man. You see the man. They said justice my client. Just say yeah, I won't feel making plenty money.
This one here. And at the order here.
Yes. Yes.
This is the one that our brother is parading around with, masturbating around with on the social media. It says
Yes.
and now that is an order. It's defendants Fred Gwen and Shaw. And then it say the order, it says on here, and say, and now this 27th day of May, that's a couple of days ago, 2026, counsel for defendants Fred Gwen and Jeremiah Shaw, and counsel for the GGAA in America being present for the non-jury trial. What do you mean non-jury trials?
So a bench trial.
So no juror there. The court, you're going for the lawyer, the judge.
Your judge. Yeah.
You're going for the judge.
Yes.
The jury trial scare you for this day upon the defendants Fred Taruguians and Jeremiah Shaw motion for judgment of non-pros. What they asked for? What the heck they asked for non-pro? What that mean? No motion for non-pros. What non-pros? Terrorism what mean? They mean the non-pros.
So it's pretty much saying these people are not going to prosecute against us. So therefore, you should dismiss the case against us. So if you remember what I told you before, the organization and those two banks already came to an agreement. And part of the agreement included those people that you just mentioned not getting prosecuted. Right? So even the bank's lawyers, they didn't really have to show up there because they already took care of what they had to take care of. They don't have to incur more hours on their client's behalf. The goal is to settle the matter. You already settled the matter. What are you going to court for? So I can pay you $300 to $400 an hour for driving and all those things. And you see it? So now because the bank's lawyers did not show up, our own lawyer said, hey, like this thing already started with the bank. These people are not part of it no more. Then our own lawyer said, hey, these people don't want to prosecute. These people don't want to prosecute. Dismiss our client out of it. So this is what they call a procedure. This is not on the merits. This is not somebody saying, yes, these people didn't go to the bank and ask for money when they were not authorized to. That's not what that said. Only a jury could have decided that, or summary judgment could have decided that. The summary judgment was denied. Right?
Mm-hmm.
We already talked about summary judgment being denied.
Yeah.
So now it's either trial or settlement. So now, because the case was settled, if you read that paper, there's nothing saying, yeah, went to a trial, even a bench trial where, the person was found not guilty. So for somebody to be parolling something like that around, it's kind of interesting. Maybe they should get a lawyer on because that's not an accurate description of what happened. In fact, I'll just be thankful if you ask me.
Is there a win for them?
Yeah, of course. If you were looking at potential fraud charges, somebody to garnishing your checks, and somebody come and say, hey, the people in that come after you, will not come after you no more. In fact, they're not interested in you. The people know who money you took. In fact, they're not interested in prosecuting you no more. Like, I'm a happy man. I'm a free man. I don't have to get garnished no more. Of course, it's a win for me.
So somebody go ahead and celebrate that.
You had a dark cloud over you, then the cloud moves over you.
Where we are hearing from him and a couple of his supporters is that they had no evidence against him, so that why they checking out.
No, that's not what the ruling says. And if you can get his lawyer on here to say that with CIIr face, I'll be surprised.
So can they sue? Can Fred get up tomorrow and say he's going to sue GGA for spoiling names, slender, and all those things, and sue GGA?
Yeah, he'll lose badly because the evidence they have. Because if you sue somebody for defamation of character, a defense to defamation is the truth, right?
Yeah. So it's super defamation of character. It means he didn't do it, and they lie on
Right.
him.
They lie on him. So if then they have proof, like, no, you went to the bank, we sent an email to the bank that said XYZ, and on this date, it was in April that we sent that email on April 15th. By April 20th, you went to the bank and took out money and you were aware, that's fraud. Anybody can find that. Then in fact, the organization I can get attorney fees from him for wasting their time.
You ain't when me get attorney fee. So when you sue, you will send your attorney there. You send the same pop or you, and all the driving and three, four, $5,000 you're gonna get in charge. You're going GGA gonna get all those things for him. But can GGA counter sue him now?
No, you already kind of sue him for what though? What would we be suing him
So when he
for?
sue you, can you counter sue him?
Yeah, I guess because the case against them
Let's say
was
Fred gets up tomorrow morning with his
uh,
supporters and say, "Well, this thing been here, they spoil your name, put your knees, all the people knew about this, that the people lie on you, sue GGA. He gets up and go to the court and sue GGA. And GGA can't sue him
it would be tough because
from the first word.
what would we suing him for? Would we say now he's suing for defamation, and so we are suing him for defamation of the defamation he's accusing her of? What like exactly what would we be saying? Because the money part, we can say he how you call it, our money, because we already let that part go, right? We can say he converted our money, or he stole our money, theft our money. So because you cannot, there's something called double jeopardy in America, okay? You can't go after somebody for the same thing more than one time. At some point in time, there has to be a finality. They can't be looking over that shoulder forever just because you want to do X, Y, Z. And there's something called statute of limitations too. You can
So
just wait for 20
now
years.
when Fred sue and GGA go to court, they pay their lawyer and they bring all the evidence and it shows that yeah, the defamation of character, all these lavish or whatever thing is suing for. If they bring it and GGA prove the case, they can only say, "My man, look, you gotta pay our lawyers."
Yeah, they can ask for the attorney fees because that's a frivolous lawsuit, right? Because what will happen is if you file a lawsuit, we're going to send them all the information like, hey, this was an email to the bank. This was the communication to them that they don't have the authorization. So you should go ahead and dismiss this lawsuit before we incur, resources on it. If you don't take it off, we're going to go ahead and file, an answer, and then we'll be asking for our attorney fees and all those things once we win.
Hmm.
No, our community like is how do I say it? We don't know a lot of things, so people kind of play on that, you know. Anybody that can read it, like just look at that thing and understand, you'll see that that's not even that's no judgment on the merits. The case never reached on the merits. It ended procedurally, and we should all be happy about it and be thankful to Edith that one of some of us don't have that clouds over our head. Because if they left with me, trust me, people will be getting garnished right now. Like people will be getting garnished, they'll be coming to you guys now to come talk to the organization on their behalf instead of acting like they just beat the organization at some game here.
Oh wow! So this letter here tells us right there that these people who brought the case against you, they're not coming and the case, you ensure your. I mean, so should they be should the supporters of going on right now be celebrating Idipua?
Yeah, they should be thankful to her. Like I said, if it was level men like me, it won't be like this right now. I can tell you that. So we should be thankful for her for trying to, bring peace and unity and just trying to, get past this ordeal. But at the same time, when you allow things that is to foster in the community, then you have such a reaction, and now you have to deal with cleaning up, instead of you actually being in a leverage position. So, but these things that we live and learn. So it's one of those things.
You think when they bring him back, you think the president going to read those kind of letter again from what's going on social media?
Can't speak for the president, but if I were in her shoes, yeah.
Take all your lawyer court serious. You think you talk to her long? I know you talk to her.
No, my big sister is kind-hearted. My big sister is kind-hearted. She does a lot of things with good intentions, and then it end up in a way because we all not unified like that. So I mean, I think she'll make the same decision again, just because she was very adamant about it. Like we had long conversations. I'm talking about hours. And if you haven't know anything about me, the way I feel it, the way I think about it, I can say it. So the way I'm telling you it now, that's how I told her it. I'm telling her like, hey, You know, there's a political philosopher called him Nicola Machiavelli. He said, never allow chaos to foster or because you want to avoid war. Because you will be avoiding war right now, but at your own disadvantage long term.
So what can you say to Mr. Gwen about this?
I mean, we should move past it. I mean, this ordeal has
No,
been
this
almost
is
a
what he
decade.
wrote. He wrote this on the 29th of May, I think 2 days ago. He said Fred Tarugoyan, Jeremiah Shah are vindicated from Isaac Bull Unit, Eric Kong, Grand Youth Association in the American lawsuit of lies, slanders, for theft, fraud, conspiracy, all this mismanagement and thing. What do you say? Is he vindicated from this as a lawyer?
No, if somebody lie on my knee, I'll not on Facebook. I'll go sue them and get a lot of money from them. You know, because at the end of the day, my reputation is my reputation. So now, you know, I'm not trying to give free legal advice because it wasn't solicited. But if you feel like, you know, your reputation, all those things were ruined, then go file a lawsuit so everybody can see the emails and all those things, right? Because once those things enter back into the public stuff, those are public information. And you'll be able to see the same information the lawyer then can see. So the reason we didn't go to trial is to prevent all those things from being leaked. And then they will be leaked and we can see who's telling the truth, not telling the truth. But if, like I said, if somebody feel like they were wronged, they should go file a lawsuit. I'm Ragoya.
As a, as a lawyer, do you think he's vindicated from the crimes, those charges on him?
Not based on the evidence, like it's clear. If the timeline is clear, if an organization send an email or communication to a bank and say Mr. Prince Double is not allowed to withdraw, he has no authority to withdraw. And Mr. Prince Double was informed by the organization, you have no authority to withdraw. Even assume Mr. Prince Double was not even informed by the organization.
But the
When
bank
he
was
goes to
informed.
that bank, as long as he told that bank, when he gets to that bank, guess what? They're not supposed to do it. They're supposed to say, no, based on X, Y, Z, you're not allowed to withdraw. Y'all go settle it between yourself until we get a call from whoever is authorized to, something in writing so they can come after us. You're not getting no money from here. You go, you can't, you're not getting no money. And you see it? So the emails are there, the communications are there. Like, this is not something, if the email and the communication were not there, the motion for summary judgment would have been granted. That's why it is. Like, looking at everything here, the fact is in our favor. There's no dispute granted for us. The judge said no.
Okay.
So now if
I'm about to open the lines. Maybe we can get 4 or 5 calls. I'll put the number here, but before we do that, we're gonna give us let's take a 1 minute break. Grab a glass of water there, counsel. A 1 minute break.
Oh, here we go. We can't get your mazor die out for woman. Then, Panny, I know that I want to blame. I will blame. Wow, to my general. Do I go? Panny, I know that I want to blame. I will blame. So that was my. To my head, no, I do. You are to my wood, 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 you.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the number to call here, we're going to make sure, let me pull the number here. But Gibson did not tell us all this yesterday. Yeah, Gibson, we're not in the meeting with the people lawyer, my man, the lawyer who are in the meeting, the man here now. Pay attention to the man. Start way beyond guessing Jerry. You ain't guessing Jerry, you're not equal. Guessing Jerry is not a lawyer. Dimitri Flan. They get Dimitri Zwe, they get Dimitri Flan. This is the Flan out of Philadelphia. It's not the guy out of Iowa, Des Moines. Mr. Flan, the lawyer is here. Talk to him.
Yeah, I want to ask a question to the lawyer.
Go ahead. You can hear Mr. Flan?
yes.
Go ahead, Mr. Flan.
Good evening, sir, and thank you for the update and thank you for the clarities in the media to our people, because there are a lot of misinformation when they go let us when the ruling came out, a lot of missing. So I want to ask a question. So are you saying the reason why ED administration did not come publicly to tell the Grand Union they dropped the case against Honorable Grant and the Honorable Shah was because they were waiting to the settlement, everything when the case is done before they inform the people?
Yeah, because technically it's a deal being worked out. The deal has not been finalized. So you cannot come out and start spilling the details of the deals before you get finalized. That's how deals don't get done, right? So once the deal is finalized, we understand what's in it. We understand the relevant parties understand what they can talk about, what they cannot talk about. Then it makes sense to say, hey, the case was settled. The case was settled. We cannot talk about what already happened in it, but we can tell you guys that our brothers are safe because obviously they are not facing any kind of sanctions, nothing like that. And I mean, you guys will see your check being deposited in the organization's account to know the amount, but we cannot come on to be, oh yeah, I got started for 60,000 and out of that 60,000, our so thing will happen. So you can't talk about the contents of a settlement. It just cannot happen. That's a serious breach.
Thank you so much, sir.
Yep.
I think because the bank too, and I want the name out there in the public. Maybe a lot of Nigerians are banking with Bank of America and Wells Fargo Bank, and they start hearing these things that when they do this and people, so they got to protect themselves too. I think.
Yeah, and they'll have a clause in there called a non-disparaging clause.
People coming on Facebook saying that he did that the kid long time. I mean, why he didn't come on Facebook, check and say that's why I asked that question because the case are not yet finished yet. That's why he didn't come on Facebook or come to the Grand Union public to let them know that the case against these two honorable men was dropped. So that's why he didn't do that. So thank you for making that. Thank you for making that clarification.
Oh, no worries. And you also have to understand, right? Because the banks, they are like, it's a negotiation. We're telling them we want these two people out of it. They want these two people in it because whatever money they pay, they want somebody to pay that money, right? So you can tell your lawyer that's what you want. That doesn't mean that's what the bank going to accept because it's a negotiation. It's a settlement. So you can want it, but until the bank accepts it, it's not done yet.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yep.
Okay, thank you very much. Nelson Gay, right? You see him, man. Call. Nelson Gay, right? I want probably Nelson Gay, right? To call that man. I was seeing him probably. Nelson Gay, right? I see him citizen. When in Grand Jury, you see him citizen. So Nelson Gay, right? Call. So we can hear from you. I'm only asking these questions, Mr. Wright. Yeah, I'm only asking these questions. It's not like I'm thinking on what Fred is thinking about. I'm only asking as a man who is having a show. Can he sue? Can Fred get on it? Because I'm thinking in my mind, Fred say maybe because all these posts I'm seeing, they say, oh, Fred say, oh, they spoil my name, they garnish my name. I just put a post here where they lie slanders for 9 years. So can he go now tomorrow and go to the court and go and sue GGA for doing all these things to him? That was the question the brother just answered. So I'm not because I'm talking about this. Will you say the celebration of Fred is justified?
I mean, yeah, if you had, like I said, you had a dark cloud over your head, like got removed. Doesn't matter how it got removed, it got removed. So however you interpret it, it's not there anymore. So if I had a dark cloud over my head, that's not there no more, I'll be celebrating too. But the way I'll go about it, I don't think that's be the same way. But obviously, what happened to him is not a bad thing. It's a good thing.
So the celebration is justified. That's on CIIr put it. That will give you the man needs first to attack. You're not going to let you sit down and be attacking. The man want to attack you for it. CIIr put it from Minneapolis. Listen to the expert. I'm listening to the expert, Mr. Nelson Gay, right? When I call Nelson and you not answer my phone, I probably you don't answer my phone when you devil spirit. And you go to church and today Sunday you went to church, so you probably answer my phone today. So 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 you think the administration should let just don't pay attention to this and celebration and moving and then just move on?
Yeah, so back home there's a parable. You know how back home they have the bathroom outside, like in the villages, the bathroom will be outside the house.
Mm-hmm.
So when you go take bath, they will say when you take him out there, crazy man running, you check your clothes. You start running behind you naked. Even when telling people say that he crazy, they will say no, like you don't run him. Uh-huh. In fact, I will look at you even more crazy, like you don't running around naked. And you see it. So now everything you can respond to at some point in time, you just gotta be a leader and just let certain you know what happened. You know how everything ended. You know that what you wanted to happen, your conscience are clear. Sometimes some people you gotta make noise to make
But do
accept
you
people.
think in the future this is something that the president either Manapua can go to and do now and do? But do you think in the future once you're making this agreement with the lawyer, like look, I don't want my brothers to be prosecuted. I don't want the banks to go after my brothers. So if you go after the banks and settle with the bank, if the bank will not go after my brothers, do you think in the near future, wherever it comes to any other leader, that they should make Fred and Jeremiah Shah or whoever those people that will be should be in the know, be in the meetings, be letter be given to them so they can know?
Yeah, yeah. I think like I said, right, you don't want to execute somebody every time they wrong you. That's not who we are. But at the same time, you don't want to let people walk all over you how they feel like. So they think you could have been handled in a way that further could end up apologizing because they think that once you have the leverage, once we're getting close to a trial date that further know that they're sweating that they actually have to, pump up money to that lawyer to prepare for a trial and all those things there. Now when you say, hey Fred, trials in 1 week or write a letter to the organizations who can let go of everything that happened and Fred write a letter to the organization. It's a better outcome for the organization than we are now. You see it? So
Well,
it's still
what we are hearing from there is that the administration, the organization has no evidence. They went to court with a lawyer. They had no evidence to kind of show, say, Fred did this thing. Fred wrote a check. Fred did it. Fred took the money. Fred did it. Fred did. There are no evidence that why they cheating out. They didn't go to court.
no, that's not what the ruling said though. If I was gonna say no evidence, I'm gonna write it that the judges here they are very clear in their rulings because you can always appeal to the next court, to the Court of Appeals. So if that was it, they're gonna say there no evidence exists that XYZ. So therefore the case is dismissed. That's not what we are reading here. Yeah, that's not. We shouldn't read into. I mean,
So you
what
think
it's on the paper.
they're misleading their followers?
Yeah, nah, I'm alright now. I'm not putting it ready. Look at our legal people and actually deduct for themselves. So we shouldn't do those things. But at the end of the day, we all understand who we are. Moral are moral. It doesn't matter how you get it. So, and somebody trying to boost out that moral shouldn't make you feel some type of way either. Because at the end of the day, you know what happened internally.
Okay. So GGAA will get something. But we hear that and the lawyer and this everything will just be settled and then people just move on because they're going convention. Fred was there. He entered the hall. DJ Chris. I mean, he was the secretary or the MC. He saw the man. He recognized the man. He recognized the man. And the women, when they recognize our past leaders, our sisters, our mothers, our aunties, and our nieces and cousins, they went out and brought him on the stage. And they get where the ex-president and the current president, he sat on that thing. It was not like what we saw in Minneapolis, where they say, "Oh no, Fred can sit over there." These giants were not in the hall. We were peaceful people. All we were thinking about in Maryland was moving GGA ahead. And we saw one of our brothers who had issue with the organization. He entered the hall. We had Menye, Augustine Menye. When Fred left, the guy who came, Augustine Menye, Thelma Collins, and Marta Connor. Marta Connor was in the hall. They brought him Elizabeth Pennell, the former chair lady of the organization. And so the people were just excited. They had no time for this person. They were society. They called Fred out. They gave him the microphone. Yeah. They gave him the microphone. They gave him the microphone. He went out, and he pledged his support to the organization. So we're seeing all these things. So to me, and you two as a Grand Jiden, we just need to move on. Move on, celebrate. And Fred was there. Can you imagine? Fred blocked me. Me.
Quick. First and foremost, I want to say thank you to the CIIr administration.
Fred blocked me on Facebook. I could not see Fred for a year. I call him the Bravi. Fred, I've been knowing Fred from 19. Some of y'all not born 1982.
I was not born yet.
From Warway, Jonathan. I call him the Bravi. I couldn't get him. Want to know why he blocked me? But then when Fred saw me into the convention, we were all excited. He walked to me, shook my hand. He said, "My man will call you so we can talk." And when the people were when he sat over there, and then all of a sudden, all these things coming up and all these wahala. I think that people just need to move on. I think Bobby Torre, my man, Bobby Torre out of Minneapolis, he spoke last night. He spoke very good. I've been knowing Bobby too from '88, but I'm my first time to see Bobby speaking like that. He said, "We gotta move on. We gotta make peace. We gotta do." Bobby talking about making peace and moving on. I feel good. But this is Fred. This is Fred Tattaglia.
And I will tell you this, right? So even that that appearance at the convention, now there's a controversy about it, right? Like who was told, who was not told. So there's a lot of things going in the community. But like I said, our president has a very good heart. Like by even inviting him, people.
He said it in there. The president wrote him. Menye, Augustine Menye, right there. Augustine Menye, Trauma Collins, Mata Collins standing right here. Fred, our former president, like Bruna, we always used to get our former president and they can make it. But Gigi Blanche Depo, we have 4 former presidents in our hall. So I think there's a need. I'll call Fred in the morning. Me and you would speak. I hope you answer because he unblocked me now on Facebook. I'm seeing his post, so he unblocked me. So I will call him tomorrow and we'll speak on making progress. Fred thinking big. He's thinking big. He's talking about leading the Republic of Liberia, the whole nation. So the vice president is here. Let me play Fred Graham tip. Then we'll bring the vice president. Our big sister, Comfort Soba, she just won't be on all. She won't be in all the fries. Our big sister, Comfort Soba, she's Fred on the floor. She won't go. She's there. Basic. Moving on.
First and foremost, I want to say thank you to the CIIr administration, and I want to thank you, Mr. Vice President. I did receive an invitation to come here, and I made it my duty to come here, especially at the convention was like 2 hours away from me. But like our leader said, it is all for us, all of us. We all have to work to make it work. 9 years association now, what we all know. Sometimes we have to forget the past and look in the future. We are one people. I know nobody can tell me Fred Graham does not love the Grand Association in America. Nobody. It's not true. Nobody can tell me that. Nobody. But let's go ahead and CIIr. We're here to work with you. We make sure that
And you know, DJ, Crispy is the one who hitting the music on there. He knows Fred. My man, they say, "I'm gonna take the hat from your head." He knows Fred's song. The song, DJ, when they play that song, Fred is moving. He's moving like a magic, you know. So you know, there's a peace. You don't find this. We never found this, and you know, we never experienced this. We experienced a lot of things. We saw 4 of our former leaders in the hall.
But I got a question though. Why our owner peace has to be associated with not holding people accountable?
My man, the people of the organization, the people who own the organization, who sponsor the organization, my president would tell you to forget it. What do you expect the president to do?
Forget it,
And
I guess.
The people say, President, we got to make peace. We've been separated for 9 years. You know what I mean? 9 years? Almost a decade. So when the president forget the case, so we can come together and make peace. If the president was never going to listen to what people and follow what's on the paper and what the lawyer said, it's going to be a tough one. When the lawyer came on my show and tried to denigrate the president and tried to talk down on the president, I had to caution him. I said, no, you got to stop. This lady is our president. You can't speak certain words to her. And then he came to his senses. That what it means, Freeman or Freeman?
Freeman.
Yeah. So, and we get incredible, reliable information that they're accusing the president. There's allegation going on in the president that the president did not shoot. She didn't press charges, or she didn't press the case for Fred Guyan to go to be held liable because she and Fred Guyan had some kind of a thing that went on in the past. These are things that they are saying to the woman. Oh, she, you know, Liberian people. You are Liberian man. I'm a Liberian man. I was pure Liberian English. Crying in there too. Oh, Fred, wouldn't I? You're going to count that. What is saying? Because the lady want peace. Poor want peace. They accusing the woman. I see Fred was going on before. So now you voted and who said you wanted the president by himself alone? Mr. President, Mr. VP, welcome to the show.
How you doing, bro?
Mr. VP, you get all the things on your ear, mono things. Man, you the technology, you're forgetting it. And let me tell you one thing, Fred Taru Guyan will carry me, Prince Double to Liberia to run a campaign. Fred won't be the president of the Republic of Liberia. I think you'll be the legal counsel for the Guyan team.
Of course, like Gita United, we gotta be united. We need another current president, so anything that push the county forward, that's what we're for.
Yeah. But let's be fair. Let's be fair. Be friend to ourselves. Fred actually love the county. He love Grand Gita Association. There are certain things that happen along the way with certain things, but let's be real. With the mindset and what we saw last year when coming into Kentucky here, with people who were running, they hit. You and Fred were arguing a supporter when Fred see you gotta speak to you. Yeah, this is the man. I've been knowing Fred from 1981, 1982. So you're talking about almost 50 years. That's just how it is. So and the things that was said to Fred during that 9 years period, if that means I'll be the Gilmore going to court every day, I'll be suing people. But Fred took those things and I gave it out to Fred's wife. I don't know what part of Liberia she's from, but she's a Liberian, what I know. But I gave it out to her. All those things, she and her husband passed through those things. And I'm not joking. I'm not saying it here, but the man has a very tough skin. Same thing that happened to Fred during those days. My man, it was tough, man. We had a border room. We had 57,000 people who can view. The man kept it cool. When we talk, we talk. So there are certain things. What I think the senior man need to get. Someone is followers. Someone is the people who like him. As you said, you just said it. What There's certain people where you go with him, and some people just like him for being fair. And these are things that get it for anybody. Some people get a thing where they like about certain person. Even the great Charles Taylor, who they say kill people, there are people who just like the man for just being terror. There's nothing get take for no kind of thing. So I think Fred now need to quiet the water and let these things pass and things like that and move on. For Fred to go into that place with Collins, Menye, Richard Banto sitting on the side with lecturing, no more thing about Grand Jide, about our Putu Mountain. You know, so now it came to right there for our county and our resources. So everything will boil down right there, came to Jide. So I think that's what we all need to do. Mr. Vice President, welcome to the show. We're not hearing you, my man. We're not hearing you. Oh, you ain't got no teen in your ear, man. You see my own ear? That cheap one, I got a very one that costs about almost 100 change. I don't put these things on because my microphone is, you got it inbuilt thing now. And you in Ohio over there with my man Vladdy, so he not teach you how to what to buy. Vladdy, so they begin no lot technology. My man, me and Vladdy will be in Iowa next month in July. Okay, well, yeah, you know.
Okay, come on. I just need to do a few switch now.
Yeah, you got to listen to Vladdy sometime, I say.
Flaniso, what? Flaniso, I pick you, man. Please, man.
They better know anything more than you.
Okay, that's another topic for another day. But at least I see Ohio.
You know, one time I told Bobby, I said, but you begin Ontario got more money than you. Bobby got very angry. They got very angry with me. I start causing you. Why would I say Ontario give one guy more money than you?
Wait, not too somebody was loyal before?
Flaniso is my brother from Ohio. My brother, I mean, that's my brother. We know he's my brother. We come a long way. So, yeah, if you can get more money, you can get other things with me. It's the same thing. What being other friends so belongs to me. That's my brother. But again, Councilor, thank you so much for being here tonight. At least explain it, breaking it down to a level that we know people who don't have legal aspect. We are all, I consider myself a Facebook lawyer, people like all that, we can understand it and we understand exactly what those documents mean. I want to say thank you. Mr. Double, thank you for even allowing this platform that people can come and listen. Yeah, I hope tonight, from this show tonight, people will understand exactly what it means. The one thing the counselor said, he said tonight that, oh, if I'm Fred and I have that big cloud on my head, that big cloud on my head, and for some reason, the leadership of Grand Leader remove it from there, I will be happy. I will be celebrating. So that one, I will leave it with you tonight. I mean, the national president, Monah Airport, it was a tough decision. And I know I sat in those meetings. The councilor was there, the board member was there. It was a tough decision where even the lawyer, including the councilor, and including some of our executive, they decided, know what, let go after. Then, but the president, being where we come from, where we ran on peace, unity, and transparency, accountability, we decided that, know what, we don't want tomorrow our own brother and tomorrow who wishes to be college or whereby tomorrow the person charges going to jail or losing their property and things that we don't want that want. After all, this same money is raised by Nigeria. Is that a decision the councilor will go? No, you make it clear to all. And I sat in those meetings anyway. But again, we look at it, I know what we are looking at it from unifying this community where we came from, unifying this community, and that's how we look at it. At the end of the day, if the people on the other side they don't take it, they don't see it as something whereby they come out and say thank you to GGA, thank you to the leadership, and they were considered to be the vindicated, which of course there was no trial, then fine, it's left with them. Let them go and decide what they will do. But the good thing is that it's something that I think that the decision that we took to dismiss this case so that our brothers and sisters, our brothers and will not tomorrow be put in jail or for some reason tomorrow, whatever the bank decide to go after them. I think I mean we learn from it? Yes. But at the time when we decided on what it was a rightful decision, we put unity. We want to protect our brother. And I think our lawyers and our GG in-house lawyer did a wonderful job to bring this case to an end. Now the case is over. And then we are waiting on the settlement agreement as a counselor right up here. Let us look at the big picture now tomorrow is to move forward tomorrow and bring the unity, the community together. I think that is the way forward now tomorrow. What has happened, it has happened. Uh, what can we do? And I'm asking people on the other side, especially the supporters of friends, and if you want to celebrate, do whatever you want to do. But look at it keenly. You can read and write what is written on that document. It tells you that this guy and a lawyer here, he explained it in detail. Really, thank you. God, you asking question upon question. You do it document per document.
You try to tell me not to
Yeah,
ask him a question. You say I'm gonna lead the council man.
he
The
actually,
council. So well, my name is Vice President. We got an Aero 213 here. So the minute's finishing. Let the person talk. Then
yeah, let the person come in.
Aero, go ahead. Tell what your name.
Thank you, Prince. This Miracle 231 from Monrovia, Liberia. Patrick Bodo for short. So, I want to thank your lawyer, for his legal insight tonight. I think we have learned a lot, and I believe those celebrating, in fact, have also learned a lot. And I think the celebration ends immediately after this show. But what I want to ask specifically is, from what I'm reading, this case was dismissed without prejudice, or this order was issued without prejudice, and it takes GA 10 days if it was a refile, for whatever reason. Now, when the way things are going, if Mr. Goyan's, celebration become legally offensive, can GGAA take advantage of the 10 days clause, to refile, for whatever reason?
Councilor, you hearing the question?
Yes. So the question is whether or not, based on the case being dismissed without prejudice, if Fred pushes the organization's button, if they can sue him.
Is he got 10-day clause?
Yeah, I mean, no. I mean, so this is how it works, pretty much. So now, because it's dismissed without prejudice, sure, they can sue him. But if you're suing Fred will say, hey, the bank actually did it. So now you cannot bring the bank in no more. That's finalized. So any agreement between us and the bank, because we also don't want the bank going after Fred them, right? Because this without prejudice applies both to us and the banks, right? So if we now agree that okay, even though it's on the stuff that without prejudice, but in this agreement, because if we can go after them, we don't want you guys to go after them. We can also agree in that agreement that that's it, and that's what the bank will want, because the bank will want finality. At the end of the day, they don't want to pay other lawyers and stuff like that to waste time. They got bigger things to think on. So once this is closed once and for all, it will be based on the settlement agreement now, not what is on the docket to decide how the case goes, who gets what after the fact, if that makes sense.
You listen to
So
the man respond.
so because the case was dismissed, so in I don't know how to do it in Philadelphia, but I know in Ohio for sure. Once the case is dismissed without prejudice, you have a certain amount of time to file the case. There's something called statute of limitations. All those things that play an impact in it. For breach of contract, it's 6 years in Ohio. So in Ohio, for GA to bring that lawsuit against Fred them or against the banks, it will not even work because of the expiration of the statute of limitations. So all those things then go into bringing the case too. But like I said, I mean the agreement hasn't been finalized yet. But competent lawyer will know when that agreement is finalized, it has to bring an end to this matter for all parties once and for all. So, I mean, anything that Fred do to them now, they will just have to find something else to sue him for, or wait until he sue them for, defamation of character, and then they can go after him for their attorney fees, try to sanction his lawyer and all those things, then for filing a frivolous lawsuit when they know what the truth was.
That's right. Under the Pennsylvania jurisdiction, I think it is 10 days. So May 27, maybe we get June 7, then 10 days will be expiring. So,
Oh, okay. Wait, so if a case gets dismissed against somebody and you don't have enough evidence, and then you find some evidence after 60 days, they will not let you bring your lawsuit back. That's an interesting concept. But I haven't looked into it. I'm an Ohio practicing lawyer. I do usually federal stuff. So when I go to different states, no, go ahead.
The person that is speaking is calling from Liberia. Counselor, just to let you know.
Oh,
he's calling from Liberia.
Okay, man, got time to look up Pennsylvania law. That's good.
The man be even in the place, the man get Google, the man researching.
Of course,
the man get access to the case. You need the case number, you can get access to everything.
There was a case in the Liberian community. Because with the federal docket, it's not like the state's docket. Anybody can access the state's docket. With the federal docket, you have to have an account with them. It's usually lawyers, law firms, and stuff like that. So the other brother came on social media. Oh, they vindicated me. They say I was found not guilty when he took a plea deal. So literally, when you go in the case, you see that he actually took a plea deal and stuff like that. And it's like, why would you can't tell people something else when like this is not true? But because people don't have access to information too, sometimes people can use that to boost their morale. So, but the case is like everything is pretty much public. It's a state case. So if it's 10 days, then we have 10 days to go ahead and file whatever we need to file. But I think we should just let it go. Left, right, people celebrate. I hope there's not another time. But if there's another time, then I think the organization need to draw a line in the sand so we don't have a repeat.
I'm actually planning to kill a goat for Fred.
In celebration of what?
Man, the man was pounding on his to the ground. Fred would have died though.
Save that money and file a lawsuit.
The man would have died, so I'm gonna kill a goat for Fred.
And then with that money, you can do whatever you want to do with it.
My own money, I want. I know. 1982, been knowing somebody for a long time. I want to kill a goat for Fred. I will fly into Philadelphia, kill a goat for Fred. Yeah, back, yeah. Tell your wife to cook the goat soup with palm butter. We'll eat a goat and come back.
That's good.
Yeah.
Peace offering.
A peace, man. The man of my senior brother, the man went through a lot of stuff.
No, like my uncle there too, though. My uncle, at the end of the day, it's all about the organization. Even if you look at the makeup of the board right now, some people have personal vendetta with Mr. Guillaume. But at the end of the day, all these things should be directed by what's in the organization's best interest.
Especially Gibson Jerry. That personal issue.
No, man. Your legal man, yeah, now I gotta go.
The man put Fred in the hole before.
So your legal man, I mean, I thought I'm gonna go or I can stay.
We're gonna let you go. Why I didn't want to come. I was enjoying you so much. I didn't want to even touch any button. So.
Oh man, so.
We'll let a legal man to go and we'll keep Gibson here. But Gibson, there's a need for everybody to move on. Let Fred and people celebrate. There's a mass meeting. Fred called all his supporters, even the lecture, Bobby told them who went away. Fred got a lot of mass meeting. They're going to a meeting.
I have a different view, though.
But man, the man having said they will kill cow. The Gibson, listen to me, Gibson. The cow will be killed. Or celebration will be, they will celebrate the Fred title going on. What are you like when we will be there? All those from Jonathan. I've been knowing Fred for 40 years. The people will be around celebration. But before you be there, when you put Jonathan, you gotta know Fred for 40 years. I will be there. The reason my wife will not be there because she didn't know Fred for 40 years.
Wow.
For Jonathan, but she don't know Fred for 40 years. No Story will be there. Even when she will be there, we'll go there and go celebrate Fred Taluguyan.
Me, I know BCS either will be there for sure.
Let me first of all say thanks to Anthony Monah for the excellent, calm, collected explanation of the process. Some of the things he said, because I'm now a lawyer, I didn't go detail into that because I don't know. And I said the one that he said, I know I said them, but people don't believe that you were right because I don't have Anthony behind my name. But he made it very simple for the people tonight. So I want to say thank you, Anthony Monah, for even coming here because our people, the way Kayana, the people support Fred and the other opposition, they will not start hating you. They will not think about the benefit they're going to have by having you in their corner. Expect that. That's how our people behave. Once you speak something that they don't like, then you are their enemy. I suffer it most of the time, but I don't care. They know me. I don't care. But I want to say really, really thank you. I didn't want to come on, to be honest. I've been sitting down behind my desk here since you started. Even myself, we talk. How is he doing? Oh, he is perfect. We've been talking and we've been monitoring and we've been discussing what you're doing and we like it. But I disagree for Fred to celebrate. You see, this is where people have problem with me. When you do something wrong to your community and they pass over you, you sit down and think about it. You don't celebrate. You sit down and think about it. I thought people were going to go all the way and disgrace me. They still let this thing pass over me. Even when your supporters are writing, you tell them, say, no, I don't want any of that. What the people did, it was a good thing they did for me, and I don't think we should go out there to behave the way you're behaving. You didn't win case. You were not exonerated. You were not vindicated. You did stuff that the entire community was mad with you. You form another organization to destroy the one that you already almost destroyed. Terror organization. You ran propaganda. You went to Grand Jury. You ran propaganda. All of these things you failed. Plus the money that was in question, 30,000, 14,000, all of these things. And then when the organization say, you know what, that's our brother. We shouldn't go after him. And you come and dance? You dance for what? You should sit down and think about it. Think about your action. Think about the future. Think about how you're going to process it. And people come, yesterday they were calling me, some people, Veroden, his best friend Veroden, they were calling me. Facebook. Just because I say if I were me, we're going to go straight and make sure we prosecute him. When you ready to go to jail or when you ready to go after a property, then he beg, then we say, okay, we forgive you. That's the only way Librarian Abu Grandina will learn. Because of Fred, the former president of North Dakota, took 8,000 plus from the organization account and closed it. And she used the money. People are doing it just because Fred did it and he survived. And for me, in the future, I would stay my same ground. The vice president, no, from day one, I oppose letting Fred off the hook. But we tie our lawyer behind his hand and expect him. We tie him, we pull him on him. Then we say go and box. We are lucky the lawyer, he did his best to still stay
for the
in
sake
the
of
race.
peace.
Well, there's no peace without justice.
Like bro, no justice, you get peace. Like bro, you get justice, you don't get justice, you get peace in like bro. Don't move on. He laugh.
I'm getting back off, man. I'm enjoying Anthony Monah. I'm not coming on here, man. My man, I'll just leave you. I'll still enjoying you. Thank you. I'll come back when he leaves. Okay.
And don't worry, they can hear me. I come on, who's that law firm? I will still survive.
Let's listen to James City. James City, you gotta call the thing up behind you. What you think is I'm a quarter, baby?
Who's that law
firm?
I will still survive.
Let's listen to James City. James City, you gotta call the thing up behind you. You think is I'm a quarter, baby? Gibson, let you playing the team behind you.
No, not me now.
That Gibson, go ahead.
Yeah, I said when I saw Monah, I told her father when we were hit those days, like how you know, like I found was. All right. And the reason I'm calling, thank you to the councilor, thank you to Gibson, whosoever. For our community friends, we are very selective. They say Gibson, now we're talking about all the thing there. When Bando had money for 2 years, you couldn't talk.
So saying Fanto get our money, so Fred can get our money too?
No, but I say so. I say.
Well, that's what you trying to imply.
No, I'm trying to say. I said we are very selective. That's what I'm saying.
Nobody being selected. All went beyond Bantu. That Bantu brought the money.
Everybody went beyond Bantu.
Everybody.
Bantu
Even they went beyond the man. The man brought the money.
Yes, after 2 years.
But he brought the money. We got it.
Money.
We went behind. Then they bought my uncle number man. Then they bought they say then they bought grandma and my grandma related. I went behind. Then they got moving from there and put Renee there.
Yeah. So he not pay the money.
He paid the money. I'm not lawyer. I'm not the bold people to go behind the man. But I'm moving. I said the man must be removed. South Dakota. Why your point? Why your point?
My point is I think we are selected. That's what I was saying.
We selected in which way?
We are higher.
I think what you're trying to say is we all have our own personal criminal that we support. Where hold on now. Where if somebody that close to us do something, then we tend to.
But we are talking about a case, and he's going back to another case that already settled. The man, Richard Bantu, we from the border room, we criticized Bantu on my show until Bantu brought the money that he had and get the money and put the money back in the account. And we are talking current situation, and you're going to take us back to somebody who put the money back in the account. No, you're not educating. Oh, you need to tell what you mean by that. You are going beyond guessing Jeru that guessing Jeru did not go beyond Bantu or what?
Yeah, you know when you're doing Series 1, Series 2, Series 3. Now buy here. I'm telling you now. We are buyers.
So where we are at, say guessing is buyer. Don't say we are buyers.
Oh, but in our case alone, I think that was it's not right there.
Oh, am I buyer or what?
What do you mean I say buyer? I say told the man to get the money.
Yeah, but we're not going live on TV like this. That's what I'm saying.
But did you really know the role that play in getting that money from Richard Bantu? Is that what you want to talk about?
I mean, that focus. What been question?
Yeah, really.
Let it probably speak. Then we'll continue.
Yeah.
So probably go ahead and conclude.
Yeah, thank you very much. Like you work for other us and moving forward.
Am I biased? Am I biased? Am I biased when in the community? Am I biased? Then the boy told the money I couldn't man. Me even I got do your family my people there. Am I biased? Am I biased? Start doing am I biased? Spring double biased?
Yeah, you are biased.
In which way?
Prince, let him learn. Let him finish. We can go. Let's go.
I don't want to know that I have a probably thing about me if I bias at all. It's not bad.
On the board, when I was serving acting secretary, and I was going after people that were doing the wrong thing, yeah, they so-called dead boy there. You know what you're saying?
But really, what a man point, Prince. I don't understand your point here.
Yeah, man. I would say that probably man. I see your man right now. Go ahead and.
Yeah.
He said because I went behind, so I bias.
You buy a Prince?
Thanks to the councilor for educating every one of us. So I can say we get a councilor now who is legally representing all of us. Anything that goes wrong in our community, you're not consulting first before starting the decision. Thank you very much.
All right.
Thank you.
We got 3 callers here for the kid. I call it Donald Terry. Ohio Donald Terry. Then from there we'll go to CIIr, the great CIIr from all the way Grand G. CIIr, first to attack. Donald Terry.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, Mr. Trevor. Our councilor, thank you. And now Ohio now is coming to be the head of state because all the great people from Ohio. So I'm
Ohio, yep.
That councilor I live in Minnesota.
Ohio. I'm in Cleveland, Ohio.
Always in Minnesota. I spotted you in the airport in Minnesota.
Ohio blood run through that man.
That keep you confidential.
Ohio, thank you, councilor. I'm listening to you. I would have called in here then listening from the start of the show. but only call in here for my colleague, James City tonight.
James City, that your colleague?
Yeah, James City, that my friend. Ask him.
Why you be friend with the papi? Why you want be? Why young girl you want be? Why young girl you want be friend with papi?
Okay, you see as a young girl, but I just move for that. Not talking tonight.
Go ahead, Madam President.
Yes, in this community, that's why corruption will not finish among us. This thing tonight have nothing to do with Richard Banto. I say that's a different scenario here tonight. Richard Banto won't talk 2 years, yes, but he paid the money back. Richard Banto, by holding the money, he has a little point of which he held onto the money. And I'm the person that came out here. I was not behind him. We all spoke against it. We all fight Richard Banto. What did he do? He paid the money back. But the question here tonight is fair right to give a link on Facebook, wasting a gas, dropping around saying, "Jeff, you're dancing, say you win again." Is that right for him to do? So we call the lawyer here to know which kind of win that we're talking about. That's what it's about. Now who owe money? So we must start comparing things that are not supposed to be compared here. Prince over there here, I remember Prince over there, okay, you know, the king of Facebook, they said that what Richard's doing now is bad. They're calling him to bring the money back. They all were talking against Richard. Nobody against Fred Graham. We are all interrelated. Fred Graham, uncle, and my auntie Cecilia here, they have children. Jacob children, my auntie has children. So we are all family. But is that right for him to go on Facebook and do what he's doing now? The answer is no. So that's why when we come here, let's have friend. It's a slap on the face to the Grand Jury Association. Leaders call us in meeting as a leader and said, this is what I'm thinking about doing to let our brother go. We don't have that much money that the lawyer is asking for when he took our 30,000 already. So some of us agree for her to let him go. So when people let you go, Saturday, you're supposed to be going to jail. Saturday taken for you. I think when you don't have nothing to say, just sit there and tell God, thank you. Instead of going on Facebook, jubilating. That's why it should be about to 99 Richard Banto or Dennis Boa. The only way, when President of my people are begging, I don't want the money, they will say no, we're persecuting any or how. Then you say, okay, then we don't leave the other people that still have the money, then you're only just a friend. But that's not the topic here tonight. So, my brother Fred Graham, Mr. Dover, I just let him.
First and foremost, I want to say thank you to the Inepoa administration.
No, I'm not celebrating Fred because he's doing bad. I'm only celebrating Fred because the tension, the blood pressure, so we can calm it down at all. I already celebrated either.
The money you get to go get out, give it to us.
But you know what I went to celebrate my friend, my people from Jarrett. I've been knowing Fred for 1982. I don't know him for 1982. I know GGA for 1982.
Okay, well, so, I just want to thank you, our counselor. You are very sound tonight. I've been listening to a lot of things. This is not call for celebration. When you tell me, it's like stopping the people when they say, oh, that day I want better go. Okay, let me go. Now let me waste paper in your eye. So it's not called for. Let's just move on as one people. They have made progress. There's no reason to say, oh, the poor people need something, but they lie on you. All the lies. We told you that we're going to forgive you, and you agree. Why you didn't say no? You can't forgive me now. My character is already on the line. You didn't pursue the thing all to the end. That's what you're supposed to say, but you didn't say it now. They said that let it go. Then you pass it around. They're saying they come. Yeah, thank you, man. But this is not about Richard Banto tonight, Mr. Steady. Thank you. Thank you for the time, Mr. Turbo.
Thank you too. Thank you too.
Thank you to all the listeners.
All right, thank you. So let me play this tape. This tape was from I think April of 2024, 2025. April 2025. You know, go in the archive, we bring things out, we play to the people. 2025 counselor and play so you can listen to 2025. Fred Tato going on an interview with Prince Double. There's a conversation. Benny, I was airboat.
Yeah, enjoyment. And when enjoyment time comes, I must say I've gone to event when enjoyment time comes, we all go and dance. but it doesn't do anything for us still.
No, they
We
brought Levi
we
in the hall.
we both stand to lose
You know what I
thousands
mean,
of
Mr.
dollars.
Graham? To bring someone in the hall with the music stop and they're playing the song and the man is dancing, coming, Levi, or the man job won't tea. On you know, they are beginning to come inside dance. And you still see no peace.
Our community stand to lose thousands of dollars of Prince if the kids go the way it.
I mean, we're not going to discuss your case tonight, please. No,
Oh no,
we're not
I'm
going
telling
to
you
discuss your case.
that's
We're
the
talking
reason why
campaign, talking about gay case.
when we talk about peace, those are the things we're looking at.
No, the
Because
woman already wrote a lawyer for them to withdraw the case from the court. That's where we're going to stand.
okay.
That
But
AR letter, what you send me, that letter you send me, that AR letter. Why you just dotted like that?
you said that AI, you didn't call it AI.
So you see, the former president, he was aware that the case was being withdrawn from the court. So that go to Mr. Freeman. Mr. Freeman, say you put it.
Hey, boss, how you doing?
Good.
Thank you for giving me the opportunity to talk to the great people of Grimes City County. I'm the spokesperson for the elders and the ancestors.
Go ahead, sir.
Yes, so first, I want to say a gigantic kudos to the president for being consistent. You know, she ran on uniting the community. And I think that's if you tell the other people something during campaign, people, I think this is not a political organization, and so we shouldn't run it as such. You know, it's an NGO to help our people. So the president ran on an agenda to bring the community together. I think the vice president also emphasized on that, you know, during his remarks. You know, so I want to say thanks to the president for, being consistent. What she said she wanted to do, and she did it. I think financially, the lawsuit was excruciating for us because it was taking a lot of money from us. Our people back home, our children, they are not in school. We don't have quality medical facility in Grand City. I mean, the best way we can gain power is to educate more of our children. And I think the current administration is something that is looking in the direction of educating our children. So if we had the president not made a decision to use our money wisely and say, you know what, we want to pursue this case to its logical conclusion. I mean, that's something you can do, but then you're going to be taking a lot of money from our people. The money that's supposed to go to projects and doing things for our people in graduate for home, the organization was established, then we will not cater to those people. So I thought the president's decision was good, you know. On the other hand, I think I don't want to negate the fact that accountability is surely very important. And I think moving forward, we can't always use this mantra that, you know, we want peace and then we still forget peace, you know, about accountability. So we have to also put accountability in the equation. If we make a decision moving forward and we say, it is not the agenda of the Poor administration, that's why I'm not holding it accountable. But the prior administration, they said they were going to prosecute a case. So in the future, if you say, no, I want to do this thing, you have to pursue it to its logical conclusion. So, but I can't hold Poor accountable. On the part of the former president, Mr. Fred William, like the lawyer said, the guy literally was sticking to the guillotine. You know, you take it to the guillotine and you say, okay, you know what, you are free. They're about to decapitate you, and then you say, oh, go free. So the jubilation, the elation, it makes sense in that context. But I think what the former president what I have problem with is this going on Facebook, you know, about it. I wouldn't mind him staying at home and celebrating with friends and family. That would be okay. But coming on Facebook and attacking people. And then he went to the GGA convention. I like the fact that he went there. His statement was very good. So he can be at the same time talking about seeking peace, and then on Facebook and making these, you know, coming across as though you still want to fight. You know, so it seems a little contradictory to me. But before I leave, though, I must ask the Honorable Vice President a question.
Go ahead.
Mr. President, Mr. Vic I have for you is, right now you and Idepwa, your administration, the mantra is to bring the community together. And now you are forgiving Mr. Fred William. Assuming, because I have a platform, we have the factual room and the speculation room. The information coming to the speculation room says that you want to be the president after Idepwa. So if you become president, are you going to maintain the philosophy of letting people go that do wrong thing? Are you going to continue that culture? At what point do you guys draw the line? Say, you know what, enough is enough. Something must be done.
The people will always go to president.
You don't have to answer that question or that question. I futuristic question. We don't know if you're wrong or not.
You president, Mr.
I know.
I just say you. I'm not saying you when I answer. I just say you don't have to.
And you're my lawyer from Ohio. You're my brother, my lawyer. So, don't worry.
The VP will wear the VP reliable information. This is from Prince Double now. Reliable information. I say you know where will be for say I say car. 2028.
Mr. Double.
I say car for say I say you know where 2028.
Prince Double, let me answer the main questions. I mean, right now,
he still wants to speak. You don't.
I'm not answering it. I'm listening to a lawyer. I'm listening to it. I'm a lawyer. I'm going to speak against.
Go ahead, talk.
Oh no!
Get a microphone. You make talk.
I will go against my own Ohio, my own brother. They may already answer the question, but yes, as my lawyer rightly put it, right now our focus is on how to build that multi-park. That multi-park that we've been talking about is our focus right now. When we reach that river, we decide how we cross it.
When I'm talking about park, when you follow either footstep, be forgiving around the place. I know the government.
No man.
And small English man. Will you follow either footstep?
Prince of all, Zaya Bola, he's now councilor. We got a new member in Ohio, so Zaya Bola is our newer members in Ohio.
Zaya Bola move?
Oh yeah, he moved to Ohio now. Yeah. So it's a breaking news on Prince Double Show.
Yeah, welcome.
Yeah.
I mean, the man closed our question, man. So you put a man close the question, man. Already welcome you.
Yeah, that's a good thing. But guys, I'll listen to the show. Friends, thanks a lot for the audience.
Yeah, but it's going to be Isaac Carr versus Isaac Inanwe, 2028.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
And allegedly, these are facts.
From where?
And we're looking at Idepwa because you won't complete your project at Jinji Motor. She might be in the race too. So I say, I don't want to use our project team to continue to be get a system, but I won't complete my project.
Yeah.
Any more questions for me? It's past my
bedtime. For the lawyer?
Lawyer gotta go, please.
Lawyer, no questions. So let's conclude here. Let me give you the chair. Let me give you 3 minutes. You say 3 minutes. Watch the lawyer close up. When you finish for them, go guata.
Exactly so.
Yeah. We'll send you home for them. Go guata. Go ahead, lawyer.
Well, thank you for having me on. I think it's important that people like us, when things like this come up in the community, that we can explain it to everybody so they can understand in regular terms. A Caucasian lawyer will not take his time at this time of the evening to try to explain all those terms one by one, like I did here. So with that same talking too, when the problem get big, at least if you consult people like us too, then at least we can, try to work on it. And you guys shouldn't just consult us, you should actually try to do what we say too, because people pay us a lot of money to help them, to get them advice. So if I'm giving Grangie the advice for free, I expect them to follow it, because now, we are here now. The thing I wanted to avoid, this is what we are facing now. So now we got to face the other crisis and try to get rid of it. But some of these things can be taken care of very effectively and efficiently, So, I understand I look like a very young Peking. I'm a Peking. Most of you guys are my uncles and my aunties, but at the end of the day, this is our rim. We went to school for the type of thing. So when it comes to the type of thing, we should at least be able to consult us, take into account our own saying them, because like I said, people pay us a lot of money for us to represent them. So if Caucasians are paying them money to represent them, and crown people are paying people in 30,000 to represent them, and the people can't really respect them because the people feel like they are not equal to them, they can talk down on them, talk to them anyways, then you have to use your lawyer that you get to help you navigate, the system. So this is a learning experience. We cannot cry over spilled milk. The milk is already spilled. All we can focus on now is how to, get a new cup of milk. Everybody come back together. Mr. Gwian is my uncle. At the end of the day, I can talk everything I want to say, but at the end of the day, that's my uncle as well. So what can we do now going forward to bring the community back together now that the misunderstanding has been resolved? I think that's, should be our next process. I don't want to talk too much. You guys will already say lawyers and can talk too much. So good night and have a very good evening.
Thank you, Counselor.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate you coming out here and giving your knowledge to us for free. So, ladies and gentlemen, Isaac, guessing when you want to come, now you can come.
Now, guessing and come now.
I'm not causing trouble. Isaac Carr and Isaac Nyinaweh. When he did not go in the race, 2028, Isaac will go in the race. But it's a percent, 50% that either will want to go in the race because in the project, you say you won't finish your project. You don't come with a project, but they can finish.
Print away full of trouble, man.
Don't tell you all the things. Me, I can be getting and they can be saying that's how me they be talking. They don't know I can be listening to them. But we're gonna know about who. I say if the voter, if we go to the election 2028, Gibson Jeru, and the vote start, it comes to 50%, 50%. We'll put Isaac Carr down on the wall. We put Isaac Nyinaweh on the wall. We're going to deal with it high. So, question who thought that the friend wins? It comes to 50%. 50%, I'm telling you, 50% that we'll put on the wall. If Isaac Carr thought it and Isaac Nyinaweh, we gave him the team. But when Isaac Nyinaweh thought it and Isaac Carr, we gave Isaac Nyinaweh the team. I would do it.
Casey, you playing the team playing it. Casey.
Man, Casey, I radio man, he playing the team, but I know that he interfere with the team. You didn't think show boy, you forgetting that Casey getting awful. You know what measure money, boy, you forget.
So that Isaac versus Isaac?
Yeah.
Damn. What? That's small thing.
Yeah, but Freddy so say one wrong, but we're not for Freddy. Freddy from Ohio. Put two Ohio men in the race.
Freddy so can't win, and you will be a bad leader because you gotta make bad decisions.
Freddy so make bad decisions.
I can't leave you now. Let me leave.
I mean, what you want to wait for? I said, you don't want to be in the crossfire.
Now, Paul, I want to be in the crossfire.
I mean, Freddy so I send you the link. Come. What you scared for?
The man should come.
Casey said you will be a bad leader. Come on the show, Freddy show.
The man made rushed decision all the time.
You know that Freddy so. You know that Freddy so. You know that Freddy so. He could have fire pool. He wanted to fire. That begin stupid. He said, I fast so. I go and fast and begin say, I'll fire you tomorrow morning. I finish getting a rubber before the day. I finish writing my resignation. I publish it everywhere. He said, tell you God bless you, God. I said, who you can put that? Who record you put that thing?
Listen, if people have plenty so that
I already saying the limit.
And Grand Gideon, if you even get 50 votes from Grand Gideon, then I know the reason why our county always in the mess. That's because the way we think about our leadership, it is a way we do our voting. Because people who do not think straight about the thing before them, they make decisions because of their feelings, their emotion, their sentiments. Because they got girlfriend here, and so that girlfriend told them to do this. This is why our country continues to be a mess. We make bad decisions.
Felicio
is one of the worst presidents.
But Felicio got a wife. He don't have a girlfriend. Felicio got a wife.
Let me go further than that. The day Felicio is elected, even as assistant secretary, I will not come around Grand General until that 2 year finish or 3 year finish.
Okay, so you're being harsh. What do you mean by that?
Because the man has a bad attitude. The man insult anybody at will. The man defend nonsense.
Casey, do you know Felicio?
Do you know who Felicio?
Because Felicio is not.
If Felicio myself we discuss.
No, Felicio is
we stay Felicio coming from. We stay.
I even know the man moved many times. I don't know which one.
So where?
No. You're talking about. You don't know Felicio.
You don't know Felicio.
Felicio, come on, let me see your face. Now Felicio.
Let me see it. Wow, what do you call?
Yeah,
No,
I think I
you
did
don't
that
know
with
Freddy
you.
Show,
If
man.
you're not able, if you're not
They
in
begin from right here, Ohio. You know from
my man, bring a man on. Let me come on. Let me see
And
if
Freddy
he
Show
not
been
know me. If he
living.
never insulted me, he never insulted other people before.
Freddy
Bring
Show
him
been
on.
living
Let me ask
Ohio
him.
throughout. He never moved.
Freddy Show, the man disagree with Ide. He said he did not qualify to lead the grand association.
You see what I'm talking about?
But that's my opinion. Does that mean it's not Ide?
Disagree with
How you
somebody
say
that
the
is
woman
not
not
his
qualified?
Disagree with the lady.
What is qualification?
No,
He
no.
disagree
Keep
with the
saying.
woman, but it does
Keep
not mean
saying.
you are insulting the woman.
Disagree
No.
with
You see,
somebody.
that's where now you feel trick on me now. There's a difference between being qualified, being competent. There are two different things.
Whatever you
How
say,
will you say Edith is
like
not qualified? Edith has the education, she has leadership, she has led an organization for 4
Does
years
that mean the
as
man
a
rude?
vice president. She
Does
has
that
led
mean he
other
rude?
organizations. They say she's not qualified.
Does that mean he rude?
Keep saying.
No. I say
when
he
somebody
makes
say
bad
keep saying.
decision. That's what I said first.
Okay, well, I was looking at the insult part. Great. Somebody say you disqualify, you're not qualified. That's not.
No, I said she insulted her.
Okay, good. That's the point I'm
I
talking
said he
about.
makes bad decision. That the first problem I got with Lenny Soul, he defend things that got no sense in it. You can't look at Edith and say she's not qualified.
I hear the Freddy Show talking about that.
You know
that, man? You know that, man?
So ask him if you don't know me. Ask him.
I mean, you know that, man?
I know the senior man.
No, I'm talking about you, Freddy. Guessing no Freddy Show?
No,
the man know me. The man know me.
I know you, Leha.
Man, you not know the man. But the thing they get to it with the man, I'm Freddy Show character there. That was a vice for the man. No, you not. No, Gibson, you not that different thing talking about.
You say the man moving from state to state. Friends, so I say,
how you go behind a Brabby Jew?
No, maybe I'm using different name when I criticize him. Maybe that's the reason why. Maybe he's thinking that.
No. But the thing what the man talking about, you go from state. You say I know you been in Ohio.
No, yeah, no. Maybe I think.
Why take count? They should have messy your picture because the man. I don't think you know because you should have go on state to state.
Did you not support Octavius Gamer for president?
So then what does that mean?
Yeah, my man, I just asked you a question. I just asked him.
He did.
So say the man support the man a bad man Gibson.
No. That's not what I'm asking. I just telling you that I know this man because of his political views. He insulted me and others, not discussing the issues. I keep telling you. You can be a young man in the community. You can disagree with your big brother then, but you don't insult them.
But what did I say? Can you refresh me?
You call me criminal. In fact, let me bring your post up. Calling me criminal. Have I been convicted of any crime before?
Maybe you're confident.
Let me say a post to print the let's print the boss here. So let me tell you that I ask you now. Where was I ever convicted?
That one part, I've been knowing the picking. I'm calling picking. I don't think the so I ain't know that level.
That's the thing,
man. So I saw people. The man got disagree. He disagree. I know the man. I know you. Danatari, I know you left bluffing. Been walking there bluffing. When somebody said Danatari left bluffing, I will argue with the person.
I'm just critical.
They're not always bluffing. Anytime I see you.
I like critical. Vanny, you want to tell me you critical? I hate it. I hate critical.
No, I think he's critical. I think he's critical. But people in our community hate critical.
No.
Listen. Freddy Show supported Octavio. After the Octavio crew left the hall, they went. After they announced the leader that night, Freddy went with them. Freddy came in the hall to congratulate the woman. He can't sue the woman. I told that picture of her. That night.
Either they are friends. That's why he came there for you. This kind of because okay, go begin. I will leave you today. I will leave you.
Freddy was at a convention.
I was there.
Freddy guy in a car or where Joe were eating and they went to Canada. To Canada, when you are representing Grand Association in Canada to go for the inauguration there.
Tell them. I want all these places.
No, but Gibson, Flenny,
I
I
said,
mean,
my
I've been
brother,
doing Flenny for a long time from
Man,
Ohio.
Freddy, see the man already accusing you talk for himself, brother. I can't talk for you again. The man
no,
say,
but
Freddy,
talking for
oh,
me,
why you talking for the man? So that I will start defending you now.
That is VP talk.
No, talk for yourself. Yeah, what will talk for you? You better talk for yourself.
No. VP come in run for president. Say he's not going to talk for you before you direct him comment. Look,
I'm very sure.
we are about to go gutters.
Temperament.
He here today. He said he want to challenge me.
He said Freddy got temperament issue.
A topic.
The
man say he want to challenge me for debate. I'm
I'm
ready
leaving-
for him. I said you are
I'm leaving you.
I said please stay here. You are Josh.
No, I'm leaving you. I don't want to judge the kind of case. Yeah, I beg you.
Freddy, my man, say he got temperament issue.
I mean, that's my weakness. I take that, but I'm working on it.
All right. You know, one thing I love about him, he can make it fat sometimes.
Oh no, yeah. Huh?
I'm straightforward.
Brenny, I like you.
Yeah.
I like you. You are a straight shooter.
Yeah.
But there are certain words you can use on people, they are not correct, especially calling somebody criminal.
The man called the man say I say getting corrupt.
You know, the mistake I made is that I forgot to put that question mark there. You know, I bring and do it. Bring is the mass communication when you put that question mark there.
I put a lens. You can't even call and say a lens. Somebody call me, they say I allow you, Freddy. They put accusing me for you. They say, why you let Freddy to be calling the vice president criminal on your show? I say that the man was talking for himself.
The funny thing about it, the one get between us and myself. During the campaign, you even see me talk. I asked myself, you to talk during the campaign. That's time when the campaign was hit that. But whatever we say, it doesn't go out there.
But why you call the man? Why you say the man getting corrupt?
No, but because my man, I don't know why you're funny for the ball. I was surprised. I think when you funny for the administration is good, but the man, you're funny the ball, you're on the ball side. I said, but what wrong with the man? I think you mentioned when you say anything, the man want to come up with other argument. That's the reason why I said, but my man, I know my man. I said it's a stressful man. The only thing the only weakness about I work with is that I say not able pressure. I can say it from here. I'm telling you tonight. Yeah.
What pressure? What pressure?
I said not able pressure. I'm telling you this. Anybody can work. I work with I for long. I said not able pressure. I said it's a good guy, it's a smart man. He knows
my man Muna say he must please apologize to uncle for calling him criminal.
I see that post, I apologize. But I will not look at Gacy and call Gacy criminal. If I see that post, I will apologize.
I mean, you call the man, he said the man getting corrupt, man.
Oh no, you talk about. I thought you said Gacy. I thought you said bro Gacy.
The message they say you apologize to me for calling me.
I apologize.
No, that means talking about my brother.
Muna know Gacy. Where Muna know Gacy from?
I apologize to the VP for calling me about it. I was saying that is he getting
Muna ya moved to North Dakota. She saw you in 2 meetings. Muna know Gacy. Muna know I say more than Gacy.
But for now on the show, I say not uncle. I say that brother. I'm the uncle.
How you know I'm not uncle? How you know? Gacy, how you know I'm not uncle?
I'm speaking for her. Just ask her. Let her tap again. Let her say.
Muna, who you talking to? Who the uncle here?
Okay, thank you.
Look,
ask her. Let her say it.
No, I'm the traditional uncle. I'm the traditional uncle too.
The woman talking about traditional uncle. She said, "Oh, that Faco from Faco, that the uncle in Faco." You're not in Faco. You're not moving from state to state. I want to. I don't know why Gacy came out today. He said, "Man, you're moving from state to state."
You know, yes, somebody when you count the show, the man want eat the show. The man want take more minute to talk. And when you get somebody that kind of man, more minute, the man will fit with you. So you can't get a minute to
she's talking about Uncle.
Listen.
She's talking about Uncle Gacy.
I will draw some of the comments I made against
because Gacy went down the man too hard, my man.
Yeah, man. I will draw some of my comments.
But Gacy, let me read it. Gacy, let me read it. Gacy, let me read it. Gacy. Your way. Gacy, let me read it. When we were there arguing with Gacy there back in 2015, 2014, 2012, 2014, we not some of the water you using picking, we not using on the Bravi there. So I'm joking. Don't use the word on the Bravi there. We don't look at Bravi. They say they corrupt. For real, I want to know you.
No, me, I said, get it corrupt. I said it to I said to my friend. So
you say the man getting corrupt. I said, are your friend?
Yeah.
No, let me. I said, doing friend better than you. Oh, you on the first game begin.
Man, I will leave you, man. You're
They are
good night.
contemptible as a listen.
You're
Let me just say
good night,
this.
Gibson, let me leave you. Let me,
No,
Gibson.
I said,
Or
yeah,
you
boy,
can't
I
hear
said,
I
boy,
said
right
you
now-
having fun with your people,
Yeah.
you want leader. How you when you're the president having
I
meeting?
said, don't go here.
No, Freddie,
No,
when they
they
go to
calling
meeting,
me.
I
They
had
calling
issue
me.
with the president all the time. When they go to meeting, we'll hear for 2 hours. 2 hours don't go.
Man
You
won't
see,
be that wet
DJ
man.
2 hours. What you don't talk to your people for 3-4 months? You can't do meeting, giving them the timing there.
It's we gotta go by the procedure, but it's time.
Yo, the man,
Yeah.
Brand, the man, you do it when
I want to make
you're
it. Let me make a
I'm
comment
a
here.
very strict.
Okay,
Let me
okay.
make an honorable comment here. Listen,
Okay.
for me today, if you
Yeah.
ask me,
Yeah.
I think grand leader should be taken over by young people.
Yes. But me, I've been saying it. I said it before.
Grand Youth
We
Association or
the
the
old
session.
people, we can stay in the background. You see, I'm enjoying my background operation.
But Casey, when you talk about that, including your money, old people too now.
No, you're not included.
No, Casey, you gotta go to.
Young, I'm not. I'm 59 years old. I'm using
But Casey, only 4 years.
but I'm maybe older than you. Though I'm maybe older.
Yeah, 4 years. So they've been in there 40. Then we got to
Yeah, but you found more than me, so you stay young. So
yeah, no, Casey. Well, I still ain't that thing too, Casey. I used to be following you up for wait for. I mean, for Casey,
Mr.
can remember
Double.
for 2010.
Mr. Double, please,
I
man,
know.
just 30 seconds. I'll leave, please.
I mean, you working tomorrow?
No, I gotta get in the meetings, please, man.
Man, y'all let me think. You ain't eat a
I'm not meeting you on the house. I'm saying the host. I got.
You eat a part. Then you got DJ Craig. You got DJ Craig. That's speaking Siri. Oh, they play. What kind
Then so when you're not in my shoe, trust me. When you're not in my shoe, you will know. We don't
know.
Yeah.
Man, every meeting is needed there. To be honest. So.
Yeah, so please, I'm begging y'all. Let me leave. Prince Double, thank you so much.
I mean, I answer the question from Gene City. He says, so
man, I really got temperament issue. I don't get that.
So
I don't get that.
We see they Gene City Brabi here. I say wait. They Gene City Brabi here. Let me call on him. He led sectional operation.
Look at.
They prepare. What to know? Where Banto eat money? Then you buy some garden. You work quiet for. What you taking for today?
Yeah.
No, that was. They may even know what I did. What I said to Banto. I was one of those who pressure Banto to get.
But the man say you're not
everything.
You're not having show.
Whether the reason was correct or that the report that he wanted to make. To conform with the money that he had, the people did not want to do that. That's why he owed the money. Right?
That's why
he had the money.
I cannot make the money without the report. I need the report to see whether the money I have is conform with the report. And
that was the main reason for that. That was the main reason you were holding on to that money.
Yeah,
that's
that
why
was the main reason.
So why will you think Gene City will say these things that why?
He just trying to sectionalize the whole thing. That's
no, he poking it there, man.
Yeah, that's but that's.
Are you a sectionalist, Gissing?
Oh, I'm a cranist. I'm not a sectionalist. I don't get time for section.
You always backing bars on people.
No.
How?
I don't think you know Gibson.
I mean, let Gibson speak for himself, man. Why you want me to
speak? You say you don't want to speak for me, you know.
You don't know me.
You want to speak for me.
Gibson never defended me in the community before, and like he had issue with the Kunamo, like Gibson got issue. Gibson we loud, Gibson never defended me, but like Gibson got problem with the Kunamo people.
From club.
So the topic ain't gotta be discussed.
Okay, I'm leaving you now, please. I'm leaving you.
I said go over.
Yeah.
So, let me say.
Is he Achi Mao? Is he Achi Mao?
Now another one there. Nah, they don't want that.
The
Bloody get
Aji Mao guy. The Aji Mao guy.
Bloody
guy,
better man.
Remember not the man from South Dakota. Yeah, he from South Dakota.
Yeah. Achi Mao say I'm a Nima man. Well,
Yeah.
I don't have to argue. I already explained myself. If my grandmother is from Blood Diala, I'm a high from here. My mother, father is with Crown. My father, mother, father, they are all Crown. So if that makes me a Nima man, thank you. I'm a Nima man.
When you got the show coming and we got 3 minutes on this one, Aji Mao.
You can't come on. I'm from Nima. But let me make the statement.
The guy was already secretary for Gilmore Jimmy's Greer. He said, guessing, I got funny. He said, the map is here, but guessing, the guessing man went to visit in Nima and just gave brother to guess.
I can't hear the bell. I can't hear anything.
You can't hear?
They expect, listen, I don't care what they do. I can't get vexed. I go out there and defend grandchildren, and the people say nastier things to me than anybody in the
one time guessing saying you're going to go and defend grandchildren. None of them have do it before.
I don't have time. It doesn't hurt me. My skin is thick. But let me just say all the things I said about Glendy, I was just joking. I just want to poke him so you will know that these things aren't right. These are the people that we need. Even Mao, Achi Mao, Glendy, Isaac, all of these people.
Oh man, you need Aji Mao let dancing. How will you need him?
You guys are qualified to run the Grandchildren Association. Of course, I disagree with your decision.
I will need some help. I will need some more. After you finish your statement, I will call someone. Yeah. I saw that life when you give me hard time too. I like it. Yeah. You gotta bring the best out of me, you know. My man, I'm a domino. So I do it to other people. I'm not surprised people do it to me. Yeah. That's the first thing.
You remember when the man pulled Fred when in the hole?
You know, I'll get it. I was saying.
Yo, I put a noose on Fred Guion and
then the man said them calling. Went to
get it. I mean, I want to come up with something. I mentioned just now. You said that the young people. That's what I was saying. I think one of my comments. I think yesterday. So can you imagine Prince? I think when we look at the case of Fred Guion, when Fred Guion mentioned Boo Yonle, Eric Kwon, all those kind of people there. Can you imagine? I'm not against the Papa Eric Kwon, but can you imagine Eric Kwon is still running the GGA?
Because the young people want to take it. What do you expect?
You're not consistent.
You see,
the young people want to take it. What do you expect?
Sometimes when we speak on it, people don't listen.
I beg Eric Kwon not to resign. Eric Kwon wanted to resign from the last convention.
Young people don't want to take it. What do you expect?
I'm just saying that. I'm saying that the older people now, they got to take the back seat. I'm not saying that they should go, but they should take the back seat now and observe us. That'll be in charge. But the thing that can make me vex for you, my friend, who I know, they just on the cover, they just want to be supported. They put who been in the team for a long time and stuff like that. Imagine Eric Kwon 9 years. I'm not saying that here to pinpoint the Papa name. I'm not disrespecting the Papa in any kind of way, but it's just the need that came on that why I'm saying this thing here. These people now is the time for us to take the back seat for we to take over for us to take over.
I don't know what those days mean. Which are those days?
I don't know what those days, right?
I mean, what I'm saying, the mayor running, how do you call it? The mayor part of the GGA voting for that just 9 years doing the fresh saga. The man still on the board. The man still running things.
My man, people in the asset for.
Why? The man, who the person?
No, Lenny, you have a good point, but yes, it's problem we have.
The young people got to be willing to take it.
I'm not pinpointing
the young people got to be willing to take it.
No. The point you're raising is for everybody who are getting older and still still there for a long time. And I get your point. What we need to do is to encourage our young people to take these positions.
The young people are ready, but they're not giving you a chance.
Well, you contest it. You got to contest. Now they're contesting it now. In fact, it make it better because the older people, some of them not get degree, and you get degree. So they can overtake. So they can overtake it. No, but Iroko you get degree, you get everything, you get the experience. So he still can. But I beg him. I personally to him.
I mean,
say, you want to leave Missouri Bowl? If they want you to be there, you don't want to leave because we still need guidance. Because there are some people, if you not go to board meeting before, one day when they invite you, see the kind of contribution these older people bring to the table. The young people that attend the board meeting, they are so say one, so say, oh, you don't see them debating the issue. And that's the problem, Lenny Yaga.
yeah.
You young men, when you're in the midst of older people, you do research. You come, you put up a debate, and the young people will sit and say, man,
Let me jump in there. It's a cultural issue too sometimes because as a child, when you're more people, when you're talking too much, they say you're too disrespectful.
I agree. And I agree. Yeah. But you can put it in a way that they will not be offended. Like last night, yesterday board meeting, they were mad with me because I told them just simple word. I told them it was not even offensive. I said next time you reduce your opposition to anything the administration does into writing, so that they know that you're really. Then the Pape will look at and say, "Wow!" I said next time.
Next time. You know, Brambo. Like that small child said, next time don't do it.
That's why he's thinking. Yeah. That when small child can tell next time don't do it again. Me, I disrespecting them. No, but next time when they kind of thing come up, you should reduce your opposition, your disagreement with the decision the administration made, and reduce it into writing so that they can have something. But verbal discussion does not go anywhere. Everybody can say, he didn't say so, I say so. He didn't say so, I say so. Then we stop. But if the board are going to come up in a fragrant case and write a resolution and say, administration, go forward with the case. Administration, they don't got something to work with. Or don't go forward with the case. Definitely, the administration know when they go forward with it, they're on their own. You see it? That's what I was talking about next time. But he got mad. He said, "Don't tell us how to do our job. We are people." No, they call it news. It's called news. I don't know what you call rouse, but I know it to be a news. Maybe at a new word I'm learning. Listen, when I'm in activism, I can do anything. Now I don't do the thing anymore. And so when people do it to me, I won't be surprised. Okay? The reason I put that noose on Fred Grion's neck and I allowed Michael Gilmore and Vera O'Kane Davis to pull it is because when you and Fred discussed today, the next day when Fred talked to them, he changed. And that was my entire problem in our whole thing. From the beginning, I was defending Fred. Anybody can tell. From the beginning, I was defending Fred about the board decision to remove him. But I kept asking him, I mean, where is the evidence that you got? The text message they wrote you, the message from the bank, all of these. Give it to me. Let me show them on my show. Michael Gilmore told Fred not to give it to me. Not to give it to me. And then after I pleaded with him, I told him the last meeting I had with Fred was 7 in that meeting. Madam Tally was there, Debbie Dean was there, Fred B. Brother was there. Was 7 in that meeting. I told him, Fred, this is my last meeting with you. From now to next week, if you don't give me the evidence that you're talking about, I am going to support the decision of the board. I didn't hide it from him. He knows. I came on my show. I said I will make a decision next week. The evidence I'm asking for, if Fred does not give it to me, next week I will make a major decision. The next week on a Monday, I made a decision that I will support the board decision to remove Fred because Fred does not have the evidence he claims he has. My show then there, my video then there. They're not going to know anybody can research it. So that was my problem. Now we are beyond all of that now. We come to the point now where everybody is looking for peace. So that noose I put on his neck was a symbolic action by 1 or 2 people to control him or pulling him with a rope that he want to go forward, he can't go forward, and they pulling him with rope and they choking him. That was a symbolic expression. And Vera took that thing very, very personal. Why you gonna put rope in my hair and put it on friend? They don't understand the thing. These are literal expressions like arts. Like you draw a black woman and the white man sitting over the black man. You know, those are arts. You expressing certain things. So I mean, but yeah, man, Lenny, you guys, to be honest, despite whether you disagree or you don't even agree with me, or you guys will come heavy into the organization. You participate.
I'm there. Unfortunately,
your position to support. And me say that again. I'm going to cause a lot of another controversy. I disagree with you and Archie Mao to support the Gamer team. And here is why. And I'm not going to dwell on it too much. One, the two are not qualified. They don't have the proper education. They are all high school dropout. One is elementary dropout. One is high school 11th grade or 10th grade dropout. We cannot put our organization in the hands of these kind of people. So when it's not about friendship, it's not about, oh, the man fine, or he like people, or people like him. When you put your organization in the kind of, if you were there, if Archie were there, you guys are good guys. I would say, yeah, this is the competition. But my man, we can't put our organization.
Running the next election.
Oh yeah, go in. I don't know who coming from the administration side. I qualify from the administration as a pastor and start my show.
I say we'll be going. I say you don't want to be going. So you can't come from Iowa. You can't come from Iowa and go again.
Iowa people. If you
can't come from the two states.
If you run, you have to move to South Prince the one in Kentucky.
Oh really?
Because I'm running. This is not joke. You know what I'm saying?
Why
you want a man to cash on me?
The man got to move to Kentucky to register there at least.
Suppose a man moving and Uriah won't move a contest.
Uriah will be president of Graduate Association. Uriah not qualified.
I said Uriah. I said me.
Degree.
I said me.
But the
associate degree. He say associate degree and have 4 years experience in 4 years in.
He qualified because he got the constitution say you either have associate degree or you must have served on the national or the local level for at least 2 years. So
Elijah was co-chair for almost 5 years. So
I will still give it to him how when you want contest.
No, maybe I don't want to contest. I mean, maybe Uriah will be backing me that time. So when I go,
Uriah let campaign manager Jordan. So you have been a campaign manager.
No, man, effective. Uriah almost caused trouble in the past election. I mean, I said, what a man guy who strategy that from.
So now what
now? That is one. Hey, one post can pull on.
You know what, bro? You know what, Uriah, Gibson. You know why Uriah blew away at the end? He did not listen to. He did not listen to it. He didn't listen to Gilmore. He didn't listen to the song Gilmore.
But I didn't see Merlin and Gibson
and JJ Dennis. They told him go in the hall and do what you got to do. Then he went in the hall and started telling the people, "You can't vote. You can't ballot." That can't in the ballot. Why people were taking a score?
Yeah. Once the first 30 people cast the ballot were done, man. Yeah. I just have to suggest you just let 30, 20, 25 people cast the ballot. They withdraw it and go. They already finished voting.
But I did my own vote before you left.
No, but that election was going to be a tough fight. You're going to be a tough fight. But if they are not withdrawn, I don't know why it's going to be like.
The people, when the people start joining, Gilmore and line, either fair relief.
Fair relief? Why you call it? My man, the people that came from North Dakota, I look at it and say, my eyes say one. Gilmore, I say winner.
But guessing you don't want to say the truth because the boy they can always brush that. They know the
what they're reading the whole thing. I'm telling you, Sonny. I say when the people came on the line, I'm mistaken. Came on and said, "People leave the line." The poor felt relief right there.
I was happy. I said, "Damn, we got them made our day. Thank God." I started encouraging. Then I started sending messages. Someone, your man come by. Your man let them draw you into the thing. You leave. Two of my people from North Dakota say, "Oh, are you the one encouraging us to boycott?" I say, "Your boycott, man. That time already some people finish voting already." I say, "Your boycott." No, funny thing is just funny. It's slow, but I know guys do. I mean, plenty you guys can come forcefully. You know how to be president. You can start with secretariat. You can start with financial secretary.
No, me, I like the beef. I like the beef fake you.
No, it's true. But sometimes you got an entry level.
No,
make your name.
No, the thing about me, guessing, people I don't have anything. This is no secret. I mean, maybe some people try to talk to me. If I look at your team, because the first thing when you come to me, I'll tell you, say, who are you guys on your team? I have to do my own analysis. If I like your team, I can take any lower level position. But if I don't like your team, I will say
it's good for you to be there. The more we got candidates, the more people coming to the convention.
Yeah, and then the good thing I like about this year is that, not this year, but the next election will be too good. Because it will be a cash violent election. That's the good thing about it.
Can either contest the next election?
You won the election for you. 100, I give you 100. 100, I pay $100. You beat the election.
My man, either go by, either nobody will beat either.
Is he legally eligible to contest?
No, don't say that. Oh, get it. We're not talking on the line.
Yes.
Don't say that. Oh,
my man.
Say what?
I get nothing against Edith. What you will say? Oh, your administration, no controversy, so move from there. Oh, you were able to keep the organization money, you didn't steal nothing, so move from there. Oh, you brought all the people together, including Fred Green and GGAD, it was bad, so move from there. That's why you say, you got nothing against her.
You will say that you not do anything in the first place.
Well,
you know that one.
I just tell you that you do nothing.
But guess it, we're 3 years now. I mean, in 3 years now. I mean, what are you waiting for?
When was she put it one front school down in Grand
President myself, we talk.
The multi-purpose compound where multi-purpose bidding. When we either put what will we see either putting one?
I'm not gonna lie. She can call me. She call me. We'll say what was gonna take. I don't take it out there. I don't say anything. But I can always tell her, say you have to do something. You will do all your things tonight.
The campaign started, so I don't want to say all the things I get to say when I campaign start.
Yeah.
Because our people think that if you don't build a house, then you didn't achieve anything.
But like the poor you leading, you have to understand the way they look at things. That's how you got to
100%. But even the peaceful.
I mean, a woman over you to go to pay already. She just keep walking behind you. Steve.
Even I tell you, and the way she walking at that, my man was so young, man, bro, don't worry.
Woman, you can't hear me, but tell you say woman walking behind you.
I remember you. When you not put break down on it, when I remember you, I'm telling you, I said it.
But even anyway, I agree with you because
I'm telling you, you have to know the people you're dealing with. You have to know the people you're dealing with. You have to know the point.
Because Gibson, let me tell you, anytime Gibson, Jerry, anytime they go to these programs,
we are on the
president, we're talking about eating what she won't put down, she won't do that. People won't see the thing with the eyeball for her to put it down. Keeping the money in the bank for what?
I can't hear.
Okay, when I come, we'll see. I intend to resign at the end of the year. To do my podcast because
I want you recording that show here because I want that clip.
I said, Pastor,
Gibson tell you say I'm recording the clip because it was passing behind him. Our fifth time passing, our sixth time passing behind him. Now tell him. You can't hear me, but tell him.
Because I want that clip, please send me that clip. That clip.
So I will run my podcast. I will run my show to focus on the GGAA and collaborate with other Print Double, Jida Hasi, other people, so we can make the next election hot. So in fact, I will try again this coming convention. I will go there and try to be on the election commission this time. if they take me as a member, I will resign.
Oh, you want to be election commissioner now?
I mean, what be election commissioner
yes,
again?
No, yes.
No,
I don't want to take any lower position.
You know
the reason why? If you take a lower position and people who are leaders there, sometimes they don't respect your opinion. I don't want to be.
But then you wanted me to take a lower position when I say I want to be president. Just now you say, but you can be a
secretary. Me, I try my own, and it didn't work. You never try it.
Okay.
Yeah, I tried my own. It didn't work.
Okay.
So even the election committee, I told the board, I say I can either be secretary, VP. I mean the co-chair or chair. I can't be anything that I have to do a less and no position. I don't want it. I don't want to be a member. Because first of all, when I get into something, I put my everything into it. I will do all the work that everybody want to do.
So you will not be recognized when you're in a lower position. You will not be recognized, or you will not be.
No, but when you say something to them, and I'm not going to throw anybody under the bus today. When you tell them something, let's proceed this way because of so and so, because they are in that position and their ego cannot allow them to calm down. So I stop all the thing there because of the kind of problem. And if I go to the convention and I put my hand up and the convention vote, right after that, I'll say, I'm sorry, guys, I don't want to be your for somebody else. I can only be secretary, co-chair, or chair because I want to make sure that when I'm working with people that I can be able to impact the decision-making process and not just an ordinary member. No more in Grand Union Association. You appoint me to any committee. You make me a member, I withdraw. I don't want to be there. I'm telling you. I don't want to be president again. I don't want to be president because nobody, you not vote for me. I will not vote for
Why
me.
Why not vote for you?
Because you're opposed to me. Even you ain't get bad thing against me, you'll stay opposed to me. That's the kind of candidate we have.
At least when you president, at least then you not be like they because at least you're not president. Why you just all like this? But at least when you president, you say that small. Because our job is terrible. Our job is hard. Or you don't know. If people play on the football field, then you just on the side.
It's not easy, my brother. It's not easy. Grand Union Association is an endemic society. There are certain cultural things that are very hard to break.
Yeah.
If you break the real nature of politicking, like me, that's why I always get in trouble because sometimes I bring the real nature of politicking and it goes against the norms.
Yeah.
And I'm learning fast too. I mean, I learned a lot on some of these things. I meet people, we talk, they tell me their disposition, why they didn't like. Not necessarily that I was wrong, but they don't understand it. And I try to understand. Sometimes you explain to the people, say, oh yeah, but if I would not know that thing, then you go do it, then we think about it. I say, okay. So I know now what they don't like and what they like. So it's very, very amazing, great Socrates. Man, I will go to the election commission again. The coming election, I will resign at the end of the year. So when we go to that convention, I'm going to put my hand up to be part of the election commission.
We'll still say that you behind us. We'll still say that.
No. You don't know me, eh? You don't know me, eh? I want to play, stay flying. I see about voting myself in the same place.
That the project start before you resign.
And voting myself in the same place.
Yeah.
In those standing plan, right?
Yeah.
Call your ass on and let them tell you my position when it came to voting.
Yeah, but what
I can't talk anything here because I'll be throwing people under the bus and I'll be making myself look beautiful. I'm a person when I'm performing my role, I perform it clean. There are people that I voted for that the whole group refused to vote for, but I believe in my principle.
Okay, Jason, I got a question for you. I mean, you the president advisor. You know, I think I wanted to ask the president that question that day when she was on. You didn't see, but I think I was kind of busy.
I see the fit in advance.
I was kind of busy, but what if I mean the question I have for you is that what is the estimated date or time that you think that project can start?
Okay, so look, the project should have started
2028.
The project should have started now. The company that was selected to do the project, they can't move forward.
What do you mean?
There was a bidding process, right?
Okay.
They put a bid up. People come, they say, we'll do it. They select, the bidding committee selected a company and say, okay, you win the bid. So you will do this. I can't go into detail now because it's not in public glare. I don't want to be the one to spill beans that will bring a lot of controversy. They say, okay, they say, Vlenny, you the one we pick to do the job. After 1 month, you don't have the money to put forward to do certain things. Or you are barricaded by certain things you're supposed to do. And the bidding committee had to come back to the drawing board. So now, what the administration is doing now, they are going really high up. They are engaging with an institution now that if that thing goes through, which I'm not going to say here, it's going to be effective and it's going to be quick.
And then the next question again is that are you guys anticipated to finish the building before either leave?
No, either doesn't have to finish it. We're building it in compartment.
Okay, that's the question I'll come into. Is that some phase 1, phase 2, phase 3?
That will make it to go for another election.
They develop it in phases because
are
you hearing me?
I think then they get a process, right? The process for that, right?
Casey, are you hearing me?
Yeah.
I think they get a process for that, right?
Print the wall, start making flour.
The point here is that either will want to go for to finish the process.
I don't know why I'm not hearing Prince, but I can hear you.
To finish the project.
Go in and come back in. Maybe that's it.
To finish the project, either will want to go for third term.
But either not going for third term. According to the new constitution, it means either be going for second term. Everything that happened in the past is
traditionally they will say that third term. Now you will say
you see that you won't come and bring a controversy now. The people will say that either going for third term, and then they will be confused. Everything that was done in according to the old constitution,
you cancel in Atlanta.
Why not continue to put me in the TL?
Let me tell you, Vladdy.
Yeah.
Mark my word. Either might go for third term.
Why is you qualified to do that?
According to the constitution, yeah. Everything that was done, that either 2-year thing, everything expired, but it went poop. Either going starting from fresh.
Okay.
So that the education we got to provide to the people. I hope you understand
the education case in there got to provide to the people for either to go for third term.
That thing I want to do it. They're asking article now.
Lenny.
Yeah.
Print the wall in the hall. That question came out. And I answered it in the hall. They could have rejected that constitution there.
But what did they say? She was on tape. She said when I win Minnesota, I will God bless me and win Minnesota. I will not contest again. And on tape, I grabbed it and kept it.
Yeah. But here's the thing now. Even in that particular in Atlanta meeting, either oppose it. She said no.
And that opposing party on tape.
I said when we approve the constitution, the first time she made a gone. She started completely new thing.
So that new republic,
that new.
They said either oppose it in the meeting, either oppose it that day, but then the politics, either a politician.
Oh yeah.
At a job, at a charter, she say a war and Bible. What will say?
Either a politician. But the woman said, no, it's wrong. We're not going to let that happen. And the people still voted that yes, we want the constitution to go. We don't mind, but it's the terms. So EDF is free to go and contest. If EDF is in the race, definitely I say will not go there. Isaac will be his vice
The
president.
two Isaacs will not go there because the other Isaac in Rhode Island will be afraid of Edith.
When Plenty get there, at the end of the day, we tell Plenty to join Edith. They will go on white ballot.
All you need to tell Edith to speak CIIr to let it out.
You know how much CIIr been speaking to me?
Bobby, what was hard at that? Edith spoke CIIr to Bobby today.
Man, a female.
You know what you speak what? CIIr?
Bobby was hard.
That what tradition. A female talk to us, so that the reason why.
Edith spoke CIIr to Bobby. The next day, my own man Bobby was hard in Iowa, and he wants to challenge the poor people. I said, brother, when you got to put hang on your hand that today Sunday, that Tuesday okay in front of the judge. They were hard. After Edith called Bobby and they spoke CIIr, we have to give my own man Bobby. We have to
give it.
Let's give her a chance. Let's observe Edith. Oh God.
You know what I do? That you Bobby too.
Let's observe Edith. Well, I think she's doing a better job. They're not observe her. I said, oh God, Edith supposed to be to the bush.
I think I'm about to leave you now.
Yeah, myself too. I come.
Yeah,
the white part behind you, your white part behind you for about six. She moved 6 times, 3 times, 3 times.
She waiting for me. She wanted the TV on. She waiting for me like what?
6 times. I want more part behind you. No.
Yeah, so man, Plenty, look, man, I was just joking. All that thing I was talking, I wanted you to come on.
Yeah.
But I don't have anything against you. You can run. You are qualified. You are an energetic guy.
Yes, Plenty could get Plenty that shot, man. So he could get vest. I always say.
Yeah, but for me, it don't really move me. You guys can go against me. It don't really move me because.
But you're not running for anything. Gacy was trying to make own rule because nobody wanted to put Gacy on a ticket. So Gacy wanted to run independent secretary. They said no, they said that no second way. Go count ticket. Go let put your ticket.
But I want to plug on before. I was regular, but I really wanted because the Constitution called for individual candidacy, and they were continuously moving towards team. It disenfranchises people who have ideological or managerial skills who want to contest. They don't want to be on a team. They don't like all the team, but they want to go there and work with any team, and that's what we need to be encouraging. But now the new constitution even make it easier. You can be an individual, you can contest, you can be a team, you can contest.
Oh,
so
really?
It is clear.
I gotta look at that constitution.
Oh, I can.
Yeah, man, I keep my own look at it.
Yeah, I can look at it because
you don't have to get a team. I want to see if I can get it here to read it.
You're bringing Gilmore again, my man. You're saying coming now.
I mean, when I bring
I'm running that day. I'm running. If I don't run, maybe if I own somebody ticket at me, I already verified that person. Before you can't.
You can count a president, then you take Teresa, one Richard took by Richard Tappe to be a VP.
No, my VP coming from Minnesota.
No, yeah, B6. That's from North Dakota. B6.
Who B6?
Who?
Richard took by.
We don't know B6.
We don't tap at me. You know, you tap at
me. But not qualified.
We don't know B6.
Well, we don't.
I want my photo there. I want my photo.
No, she qualified.
Oh, so you take pressure city? You can't take pressure city. You get pressure related. How you take a person of your VP?
I'm taking pressure. I say my
hair.
Orita is Tappe is qualified to be VP, to even be president, based on the Constitution.
She qualified, yeah. 100% qualified.
Yeah.
My VP coming from Philadelphia or Minnesota. I'm still working on it.
You want to take pressure city?
No, not pressure. Pressure can be my VP, my sister.
Oh, I thought you didn't know.
I can't take pressure. Pressure not even accept it in the first place.
So who you tell, man, Bobby today? We can't tell you two gobble guys.
I go back. I'm a chairman. Let
me read it. Maybe people are listening still. Article 8, Elections and Tenure of Elected Officers, Section 1, General Election. The models of the election shall be team or independent candidate or group of candidates collaborating for campaign purposes. So
Okay.
you don't have to be in a team, and the election commission cannot reject you. If you decide, say me, I just want to be assistant secretary. I don't want to be.
So whoever win, how you I mean, how do you get
So
the
so my team, I got a team. I get everybody correct, but I get assistant secretary. Print double get a team.
Oh,
You got
okay.
all his junior correct.
Whoever get
But you say you,
get the
Brennan
number.
said no. I think I can stop to be an assistant secretary, and the people vote for you.
Yeah, you get
And
no,
they
you
not
get
vote
more
for my
number.
assistant secretary.
You
That
get more
assistant
number.
secretary cannot take over. You
So that
will
means that
function.
if it got out like you said, you're supposed to take you on the team.
Yeah, because that's where you will know whether the people they are leaders.
Yes.
They are always afraid and say, oh, you bring different person, they will undermine you. So as a leader, you need to be able to work with the adverse Grandidian to achieve your objective. That's what I want to see your leadership skill. Those when you oppose you.
But then the Canada will be plenty.
Oh yeah, if I want to put no more controversy in the election, I go as independent secretary. I want to be VP, I want to be president. I want to be secretary to show people how when you are secretary, what can happen, what you're able to do that you can transform. Because the secretary actually is the administrator of the organization. He is the functioning head of the organization. When the secretary is not functioning, the whole thing collapses.
Yeah.
So when you are secretary, you are the one that actually run the organization. So that's why the secretary position is very important. The treasurer ain't gotta get we ain't get treasurer, our money going in the bank anyway. We get financial secretary. So you elect treasurer, you elect treasurer that your business. All we know the treasurer, the only thing we will do one paper work from you, but the money going in the account, you're not keeping it to your house. Financial secretary will need to because you need to be able to put our document together, maybe help with budget. Assistant secretary will need to because time for meeting time, you'll be able to take meeting minutes, you'll be able to do this, you'll be able to do that. So all of these things are important. VP take control of the other auxiliary and the other committee heads. You organize them and work with them. The chapters is in the constitution. It says that as a VP, your responsibility is spelled out. So if you're VP, you know exactly what you're doing now. You're not asking people.
But they can't overshadow you.
No, nobody can overshadow because the constitution said this is what you would do. Let me see something, and I'll be the last thing I'll say, and then we'll go. We'll leave because it's very, very important. If I want to be VP, I can be VP and just concentrate on what I want to do as a VP. Let me see here.
Everything about this place is perfect. We can set up the string quartet there, and they will play as the bride and groom walk out, and then we will follow down the stairs to where we can serve dinner.
Well, Joanna and I have come up with some really great international foods.
We're going to have Venezuelan meatballs ready for people to snack on right when they get there. You're going to be serving
Well, Jason, you're not going to bed now, man. Going to
let's go to bed. Let's go to bed. I ain't got no.
We'll find another
Next
time.
time, I will bring Glenny Soul to the program.
We'll find another time. Remember, I was there. We'll find another time to go in.
No, that means you say, yeah, man. Crispy say jumping in the race. So
Crispy can come. Listen, I want Crispy. He was treasurer before. I was looking
at Crispy. He said to join me too, but the way he said jumping, said that.
You can form a team, but just imagine we have about 4 or 5 independent for different positions. You know what I'm saying? If we have 4 or 5 different positions, we got 2, 3 independent presidents. Then we got 1 or 2 teams. Then we got 1 or 2 secretarial positions independent. You know what the election is going to look like? It's going to be.
Man, Casey, I idea now who. You're good, man.
Umoya make sure that Casey now election commission are all make sure.
No, election commission you enjoy it.
Yeah, David Yanu, yeah. See, David Yanu won't join the race.
Aha! There you go. You see that? You see? So we are getting Google young people in the meeting.
Yes, I mean, we can come on, we can find a show one day that we can discuss the constitution. The way you doing it.
But then you see when they went, you see, Vladimir Soya will call all a beer and mustard that he ain't even young equal.
No, pray. I
know you older than the man, but you will say because the person will vote for the young man. So for that reason, you call all your beer your mustard. So you say, all young.
But I can beer, so a young man too.
All young, you vote for.
No, I mean, any young team that come out to me and say, join us, I will join them. But any papa inside, I will not join you. Any of young men that get together,
if I want to join them, I'm from a very young, experienced team.
Me, that's what I'm up to right now. I mean,
so you carry Gilmore your VP?
Huh?
Well, Gilmore qualified to be VP now. I think he qualified to be president, and based on the new constitution, he qualified now.
I will not. The team for me, I'll be VP. I don't want to talk about
the new constitution. Even made Josephine Stu to be qualified.
I will tell you that anybody
that qualified now.
Ever run before.
Because the new constitution says you either have an associate degree
or you got, I think 4 years in leading group of people.
Man, don't confuse me, man.
I didn't come here for you.
They say what, Gibson? 4 years.
I gotta go there.
Associate degree or 4 years in leading, in leading your people. And plenty so
clarify that before we go down. Last thing I'm gonna do, and then we'll go over, man. We still on here.
Guess they say get in your heart editing the constitution.
I said the city to pray.
You just author in the damn thing now your heart.
Pray the thing that made me bear what the man said. He was a father for President E. After that,
the man author in the thing. He finger in the constitution. Somebody say when I put my paper, I say either guessing finger the thing or Papa. He say you're not man print man. You're looking for trouble around.
Yeah,
when you put your shit together, young people there, young people, man, I not consider my man, myself, young. You put your shit together, you can't go eat it and run away.
Yeah. Any old official or any old person you put your team, I'm part of you, my brother.
Why about achieve my money, old people? He's an old guy.
I mean, if I say, I know the people who junior or politician.
Achieve my and Crispy, they are old people.
Achieve my picking.
Is it the mega picking duo?
The mega picking.
Everybody get a picking, my man.
Achieve my born 86. Achieve my born 85, 86, something like that.
Achieve my little brother, he got 85.
You get it, man. I guess it.
At the time. God, I mean,
when we are working at a poor born at Mao.
Yeah, my little brother born too.
I see why the guy gets too more energy.
No, I ain't say Queen Quatan at Mao born. I say my little brother.
But yeah, we say Queen Quatan at Mao, Queen Quatan. So was that going to be Queen Quatan? At Mao born at the.
Okay, so here is the president qualification to be a president of Grand Association. Be a Grangian with residency in one of the 50 states.
Yeah.
Must be bona fide member of the organization.
Yeah,
must have at least one parent who is a citizen of Grangian.
Two are actually my own parent of Grangian.
Shall not have a criminal conviction or felony.
Mao is not a criminal.
Shall provide criminal background as prescribed by the Independent Election Commission, including FBI.
Go to the police department. Okay.
Must have at least a verifiable associate. Now remember, it was just associate maybe, but now they say verifiable. Because when you send your document, the Election Commission will have to check.
Yeah, they will verify.
Institution you say you got your associate degree.
Which is
you must at least have a verifiable associate degree
but that
from a recognized institution or the equivalent of 6 years
was a
consecutive
member before, so
participation
I don't think you have
in
to provide
chapter
that.
and national election.
Okay.
So 6 years.
6 years. Very so 6 years. Very so has an associate degree. 6 years. Ajimao has an associate degree being in the organization for Ajimao being in the organization for 4 years. So from 2000, we got 2017, 2027, 2028. By that time, Ajimao will be qualified.
What do you mean by that? What do you mean? I don't get that part.
You gotta have a social
be out there and doing a chapter for 6 years. Ajimao now in 4.
You must have been being active with your local and national for 6 years.
Yeah. So Ajimao right now in 4 years. By 2028, Ajimao will be qualified.
Oh, okay.
He has an associate degree, so he will be qualified.
You think how the know election commissioner already verified it? It's not bring no trouble again.
My man, when you bring your paper here, they can put it. I pull your man where it need. Joe Lupo, my man went there. They say he went to Grand Kenya. We just put a man into Grand Kenya, it will show.
Yeah.
Hey, you need to show.
You know about that?
You say?
Yeah, that one true. That's true.
But
that's all. You gotta get a verifiable. You
will verify. It will be easier to be verified.
When you send your degree to the election commission must be able to say yes.
They were already finished been around since 2017.
So you know you want to look, but guessing the way I don't understand. If you been around for 2017, does that cover the education part?
Active. They say you got to have associate degree or an associate degree or. So you either get one.
What kind of position is that? What kind of position?
Be president.
Oh, president. Oh, okay. But that bar said low.
Let me read it.
An associate degree or
that bar said low.
6 year activity, active involvement in your chapter.
Have at least a verifiable associate degree from institution or not N.
Or not N. And not 2 or 8, 1 or 8.
What is the equivalent of associate degree?
1 or 8.
By the election commission. Or 6 years of consecutive. Now you said after 1 year,
consecutive 6 years.
Consecutive.
Straight.
You have 6 years consecutive.
Straight.
If I go to mayor secretary for the chapter this year, in 2 years he didn't do nothing with the organization, he come back again, told us 6 years no. When you participating, your participation must be consecutive 6 years. Oh, Blendy was secretary. Blendy was this. For the last 6 years, Blendy has been participating in national.
No, they say you the man seeing it down for the general public.
Yeah, for the general public. No, not you, Blendy. Yeah. And then something else. Consecutive participation in chapter and national election. Leadership must be financially up to date. Yeah. Don't owe any money. In lieu of verifiable associate degree, remember now, be careful. In lieu of verifiable associate degree or higher, the candidate must demonstrate leadership capability. Well, it's perspective.
It had to be defined.
Yeah, it had to be defined.
It had to be defined.
Must have served in top leadership positions of Nigeria diaspora districts and social and the development organization.
Well, our president for my chapter for 3 years qualified.
Yes. And beside that, if you serve as president for Sister Born, maybe you were secretary for 2 years, and then for another 4 years, you became president for Sister Born. The Constitution says if you serve the chapter, if you serve the district, if you serve the social organization, you serve the organization at the higher level, then you can be granted the president. Your district is sent there to show that people who serve as Sister Born, they're not just there sitting down, they are learning the art of leadership.
Yeah, they're learning the art of leadership, yeah.
You can't say because you're not well with Grand Union, therefore you're not qualified. No. So the
district, we
got 3 districts that made these things.
We got 3 districts that made a Grand Union Association.
Exactly.
In those districts.
Are you going to look at the president, somebody who became president of Boston District? for maybe 2 terms, 4 years, and maybe you are board member for another 2 years, then the man can say, I want to be president, my man. You're not qualified. You never said grand there before. How about Boston District? How about Chin District? How about Quinnipiac District? How about Sister Bond? How about Quito Guay? How about any of these places? The person served as a leader, leading Grand Junior. They have experience. They learn, so they can run Grand Junior Association. And not in a situation where Margot or Taylor Gilmore did not run any organization.
Why you enter Gilmore?
Because he's not running an organization. Right now, he qualified. If he's running now, I will encourage my man.
Gilmore president for
I'll get out, man. That man will give me credit, but the man, you're not grateful to me. Yeah, look at man on your show. The man say Ali was guessing down one day. That me, you look at and say I was down one day.
Yes, I gotta go.
The better way down there,
guessing. I mean, it will be good for people to better.
All right, guys, I'll see you, man. Thank you, bro.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
All right.
Actually, Mao, when you say a Liberian Community Association, you got experience. Lead people. You must lead people. That's what they say. Lead people. Lead group of people. My man, I gotta go to bed. Go be your woman waiting for you. Your good night. We gotta go to bed. We'll be here again tomorrow by the grace of God.